W261AX, Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
23 and partly sunny skies at 10 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Mayor-elect Corey O'Connor's staff continues to take shape. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado has the latest.
Sharon Warner, who is a former chief of staff for both Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch when they served as U.S. Attorney General, has been tapped by O'Connor to serve as chief operating officer. Since moving to Pittsburgh, she's held a number of key positions at PNC, including chief operating officer of its corporate responsibility group. On Monday, O'Connor named Molly Anuffer his press secretary and Sophia Shapiro senior special assistant to the chief of staff. City Council Finance Chair Erica Strasburger was asked about those appointments when the city is looking at a potential tax increase.
They've been appointing parks directors and a press officer and, executive assistant. Those are things that are vital to the mayor's office.
She says the current budget calls for right-sizing the mayor's office and moving positions into other departments, and that O'Connor's appointments have been in line with what other incoming administrations have done. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Residents opposed to the proposed Majestic Woods development packed a South Park Board of Supervisors meeting last night. The board was set to vote on a final approval of the single-home subdivision, but decided to table that vote until January. The developer wants to build on more than 60 acres of land off of Sleepy Hollow Road. It's an area bordering the South Park Game Preserve, which is occupied by a herd of bison. A man was killed in an overnight shooting in East Hills. Police say this happened a few minutes before 2 a.m. along the 2300 block of East Hills Drive. Public safety says a man found behind a building with a gunshot wound to the head died after being taken to a hospital. Allegheny County Sheriff Kevin Krause was admitted to a hospital last week. The sheriff's office confirms Krause was not feeling well. They say that he saw a doctor on Thursday who suggested going to a hospital for treatment, and Krause was admitted in stable condition. There's no word, though, on the nature of his illness. Well, for some, the winter blues arrive shortly after setting clocks back 1 hour. News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander has the story.
It's called seasonal affective disorder. It is a type of depression linked to changes in the season, starting with fall into winter, with less sunshine and less time outside. If you're not feeling quite right, Dr. Alice Kaplan with AHN says it could be SAD.
They feel more sluggish, sad, trouble with energy and their appetite, that when it's truly a seasonal depression, it comes on in the fall and winter, and then it gets better in the spring or summer.
The best medicine, get outside, stay active, or maybe try psychotherapy. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is ahead 148 points at 47,887. The Nasdaq down 22 points. The S&P is up 12. KDKA Sports in the NHL. The Pens host the Ducks tonight at 7. College hoops, Penn State at Indiana. And Little Rock visits West Virginia. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time 10:03. Sunny and 23 mostly right now in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, I'm jazzed about this. Time to stock that freezer with the freshest choice meats in the burg. Thanks to Salem's Market and Grill in the Strip. Amazing place. Lamb chops, steaks cut to order, prime rib, ground meat, wings, and so much more. I'm telling you, the meat is as fresh as you can get, and the prices do not blow your budget. Order online. Use their app to arrange pickup or delivery. Or visit Salem's at 29th and Penn in the Strip and grab lunch. Open 7 days a week. Free parking right next door.
Celebrate the people who matter most to you with a AAA membership. The ultimate stocking stuffer that brings peace of mind all year long. From exclusive savings on shopping, dining, and events, to amazing deals on theme parks, entertainment, and even travel planning for that perfect winter escape. AAA helps make every season shine a little brighter. And at the heart of it all, every membership includes their trusted roadside assistance. So whether it's a flat tire or a dead battery, they're just a phone call away 24/7. And right now, you can give the gift of AAA for only $35. And it includes a free household member. Plus, as a thank you, they'll send you a $20 gift card. So go ahead, spread a little joy, a little love, and a lot of peace of mind. Visit AAA.com/gift. AAA, we're always with you.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Hey, Marty, what's up is a lot of heavy traffic still left from this rush hour, and then some of it's just because of this water main break situation on Route 28. So we'll start with that because that's been the tough ride. Coming southbound, you're heavy in the Etna bypass as you try to get past a single lane of traffic. This is down by the 40th Street Bridge. They discovered a water main issue. Crews are on the scene repairing that, and no word on when that single lane traffic pattern will be lifted. So if you're traveling 28 at any point today, certainly leave some extra time for that southbound ride. Parkway East inbound, bumper to bumper for you still at Wilkinsburg. Parkway West on the inbound ride is heavy most of the way down the front side of Green Tree Hill. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon, high 34, then cloudy with a low of 30 early tonight. Temperatures rise through the 30s later on with a mix of snow and rain moving in. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience? You want a treatment plan centered on you? Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is spelled different, because they are different. Monroeville Physical has new technology and an expert staff to give you a personalized experience to get you back to loving your life. Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200. They help me dramatically love physical. Check it out.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm trying to scare you here. I'm trying to warn you about the destructive nature of the weather we're having. I got guys coming on in there, boom, 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 talking about busted pipes, frozen pipes, busted down furnaces, a lot of issues related to the cold. So we had a pipe that burst in our garage a couple years ago, big time problem. Thousands of gallons of water. Had it fixed, had the pipe replaced, and put this tape on it that heats up the pipe. It's actually very cool. You wrap the tape around the pipe, and then you plug the tape in. I'm serious. And it warms the pipe. And it has a thermometer on it, so when the water gets, or the pipe gets to a certain temperature, it goes on. Cool? Cool. So, I go into the garage this morning because I work out adjacent to it, and my wife has pulled the plug on the pipe warmer to put in a timer for the friggin' Christmas lights. Huh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Meantime, Chad Quinn joining me with the Dollar Energy Fund. Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Doing well, Marty. How are you?
I thought of you immediately when I started reading about the temperature drops, then the rise in prices for utilities, and affordability issues in America. What are you seeing now in terms of folks who need help from you, sir?
So, Marty, November was a very interesting month for us. It was the first month of our program year. Kind of a perfect storm of events. It was cold in November. Utility prices are up, and the federal government delay and the shutdown caused the LIHEAP program to be delayed as well. Dollar Energy Fund actually had the busiest month we've ever had. We spent well over $2 million in the month providing assistance to people here in the state of Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
Which is double, Marty, what we normally do in a regular program year.
Wow. Wow. Tell me why, sir.
Well, Marty, first of all, utility bills are up. We can't pick up any newspaper any day without reading about the impacts of rising utility bills. That was part of it. The LIHEAP program being shut down was part of it. And the last couple of years, we've had a pretty mild start to the winter. This year it's been a lot colder.
Wow. So when the call comes in, give me a typical call.
Marty, what we're hearing right now is people coming in saying, I used to be able to afford to pay my bill. I normally don't need help, at least this time of the year or whatever. And now we're hearing people that need help. We restored service to people who were shut off. 888 people were turned off that we were able to get turned back on.
Whoa.
That's a big number, Marty. The number of households we helped 5,598 households in the month of November.
No.
In the state.
Whoa.
Marty, that is a little over half of what we help in a normal year. We did it in 1 month. So again, Marty, it's a bunch of things happening, but it's a serious crisis we're in right now.
This is scaring me. It has to make you nervous too.
It does. Thankfully, Marty, we'll raise additional funds this year. I'm sure we'll do our best. Our utility partners will help step up as they always do and match every donation we get dollar for dollar.
Wow.
And we'll find a way to make a go of it. That's a rough start to the year if we're planning on being able to help people the whole way through the winter.
And my man, it's now just really getting damn cold. You know what I'm saying? Like the next week's going to be hell for you.
It is. Marty, thankfully our utilities are going to, not pursue collections against most people. The people that are confirmed low income, they won't be pressing collections against here in the month of December, and until springtime. But just the number of people that have reached out for help, it really puts us behind the 8 ball the rest of the year in terms of what we can do.
Is that the policy? They won't turn you off when it's this cold? Is that the policy, sir?
Marty, if you are at or below, and you're confirmed in their system to be at or below 250% of poverty, they will not turn you off from December 1st through the end of March, basically.
My man, typical person calling you. Describe them.
Marty, what we're seeing right now, and we've got all kind of great stats, but of the 5,598 people we helped, over 4,300 of them had a child, under the age of 16 or a senior citizen in the household.
Whoa!
So, Marty, it's the same thing we typically see. It's households that have a senior, or households that have children that are struggling to just things are more expensive than they always were. I mean, we've talked about it a million times.
Yep.
Not just utility bills, but when food is up and other things are more expensive, it's difficult to make ends meet.
Okay, throw the numbers at us again, because this is scaring me. Please.
Marty, we are up 114%, 115% to make, it's over $1 million. And, I don't know what we'll do in the spring to be able to help the people that we normally do in the springtime. Wow. I know we've got some things going on, and we'll rally Pittsburgh in February at the Warmathon like we normally do. But Marty, to throw it out there now, if anybody's looking to help your neighbors in need, you can visit dollarenergyfund.org. There's all kind of ways to make contributions there. It's going to be a tough winter, Marty. These utility prices are up. Again, not necessarily to blame on our local utility partners. This is it's a nationwide trend. And,
and again, how many people did you help this month?
This month, Marty, we've given out 5,598 grants.
Wow. Well, hold on. What was last November?
Last November was 2,600. So we are 115% higher.
Man, that's scaring me, brother. It must make you scared.
Marty, it does. But I think that the thing we tell people all the time is, don't wait until you get a shut-off notice. Don't let your bill pile up. If you can't afford to pay it, call your utility company. Pick up the phone and call them. They will find a way to help you. The last thing they want to do is put you through a collections process and try to threaten to turn you off. They will help you if you call them.
My man, what's the average grant you're giving folks?
Marty, it's up a bit this year. We're up over $406 this year. It's usually below 400. So, it's up, and that's to be expected a bit with everything else.
Man, I'm all in, man. Let's do this. Whatever you need, my man. I got to help. I know you love to. I know we team up. We kick some ass. Let's do it again, man. Those numbers are unsettling. Wow.
It's scary, Marty. And this is utilities. This isn't, there's other things that are out there. There's other pressing needs. Utilities are important. And when you have your water shut off, it causes all kind of problems in life. When you have your electric, your gas shut off, it causes things like pipes bursting and things like we just talked about. It's a slippery slope. And when you lose your utilities, you cook. And, we're on pace if this keeps up to probably hit closer to 16,000 this year.
Oh, my brother. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Marty. Appreciate all you do. Man, stay warm.
That's scary, man. Wow. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we're finally getting some easing on the Parkway West, and we don't usually get to say that. Right now, anyway, it is heavy for you just about the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp as you try to fit through the Fort Pitt tunnels. So good news, the rush hour is receding for you there. Parkway East inbound is stop and go between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale, so same story coming from the eastern suburbs. 28, the story there is you have a construction zone lane restriction because of emergency water line repairs by the 40th Street Bridge. You're getting by there in a single lane, and you are backing into the Etna bypass. Keep that in mind all day today. And just watch, crews are working on single lane restrictions are happening on 51 northbound in both directions between Coal Valley and Mall Drive. This is in West Mifflin, Baldwin, Pleasant Hills, and Jefferson Hillsborough. They're there daily, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Throughout this week. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Americans spend $66 billion on weight loss products and services each year. And you know what? Right here in our hometown, Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Bitchoff has helped thousands of people do just that, lose weight, keep it off. In fact, he's been helping people take back control of their lives for more than 20 years here in Pittsburgh at the PA Hypnosis Center. You have an opportunity to do the same. Are you battling anxiety? So many people are. He can help you with that. If you want to quit smoking, Dan Bitchoff is the call you should make at the PA Hypnosis Center today. Schedule your pre-consultation at 724-934-8446, 724-934-8446. Dan can help you reach your goal with a 98% success guarantee. 724-934-8446. Call now.
Dazzling December specials available now at Coons Market for the holiday season. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. Save with your Coons Reward Card. 85% lean, fresh ground round, $4.49 a pound. California Navel oranges, 4-pound bags, $2.99 each. Selected varieties of Yoplait yogurt, 8-count packages, $3.99 each. Additional savings in our meat department. Oven-ready crab stuffed flounder fillets, $7.99 each. And Coons Hot or Mild Italian sausages, $3.99 a pound. In the produce department, sweet Northwest pears, $1.29 a pound. And Fresh Express Caesar salad kits, 9 to 10 ounce bags, 2 for $7. In our deli department, Coons pepperoni rolls, $3.59 each. And this week, the Tawny bottled water, 24-pack half-liter bottles, buy one, get one free.
So get in for all of the dazzling December specials for the holiday season at Coons Market. How do you find one of the locations nearest you? Click on CoonsMarket.com. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh and holiday tradition.
So I interviewed a mother and daughter. They're both full-time nurses in Pittsburgh. Both got degrees from CCAC. Both of them have no debt. None. My daughter's best friend is going to Pitt as a junior. Her first 2 years at CCAC, no debt. It's amazing. They have 130 programs. ccac.edu. CCAC rocks, believe me.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla. At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information. I live it every day.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Man, that's troublesome. Man. Chad's my man. We've been friends for 20 years. We've raised millions of dollars, quite frankly, to help folks with the utilities. I've never heard that number from him. Man, that bothers me. Because that's before this insane cold thing we're going through now. Man. So last month they had, in essence, 5,600 people they helped keep the utilities. You hear them say almost 1,000 people. They would have no utilities. Man, this is troubling to me, man. And so it's more than double from last year and half of what they did all of last year. Here we are. This, it goes back to this affordability crisis that troubles the hell out of me. I don't care what you are, Democrat, Republican. I don't give a rat's behind. I care that there are nearly 6,000 people that needed to have help to keep their damn heat on. And what my man said that is so relevant. And what's really scares me is, so what happens is, it's a cascading effect. So they turn off your heat, then the pipes burst. Just saying. It's not cool. I got two of my boys here. World's greatest plumber, Ken Baker. What's up, my man?
How you doing, buddy? You just hit the nail on the head right there. I was listening to your last guy. I mean, typically we don't see it this bad this early. So, and you just nailed it. Like I said, they can't afford to pay the heat, so they turn the heat down, and then, then the pipes freeze. So then you've got, compounded problems on top of that. And I mean, unfortunately, in this business, you see both sides of it. And lately, the last couple of years, with the cost of everything, you're seeing it's not the people you think that need the help. It's other people, that never needed it before, but for some reason,
No, man, it's
they
that
can't afford to
affordability
pay
thing.
the heat this time.
I was shocked by that number, almost 6,000 people. Jesus. Hey,
unfortunately, we see it every day.
So you're still seeing frozen and busted pipes. Give me an example.
So the one that I went on this morning, old piece of copper that was coming up. I mean, not old, probably about 40 years old, but it was the thinner grade copper M, and coming up the outside of a wall, froze and broke, split apart,
wall.
and we can come on the radio every day, but it seems like the people that need to hear it, don't, or life gets busy and you forget about it. But
what the hell do you do with an outside wall, brother? Excuse my ignorance.
I mean, first, we isolate it, try to, get the water to stop first of all, but then, you got to repipe it, because if not, it's going to happen again.
No, what do they do? What are they supposed to do? Cover with insulation?
Yeah, I mean, insulation, heat tape, same stuff we've talked about before. I mean, that heat tape is amazing.
Heat tape. So you put the heat tape on the copper pipe in my garage, okay? It's wonderful. Guess what? I go down there this morning. My wife has it unplugged and has a timer for the Christmas lights in there. Come on, man. Come on, Ken.
I've seen that before too, buddy. You got to put the you got to show her who's boss.
You think? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. My man, Super Dave, who's my HVAC guy. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. How are you doing today?
All right. Give folks a couple of ideas what the hell they should do with their furnace before it shuts down, because that's going to happen here in the next week or so. Before this happens, give them some tips, here, sir, please.
No, number one thing is change your filter. you should be changing your filter on your furnace at least every month. Now there are filters out there that supposedly are supposed to last for 3 months. Check it every month. Don't wait, because airflow is the biggest thing that's important to your furnace right now. Because if you let that filter get dirty, you're going to have problems. You're going to overheat that furnace, and it's just going to cause you all kinds of issues.
Happened in our house. To his point, go ahead, continue.
The other thing is a lot of the stuff you need, is preventive maintenance. If you haven't had preventive maintenance done to your furnace, call someone.
Right.
Get your furnace looked at if you haven't done so already. I mean, we're busy out there. I know we have about 30 technicians out on the road right now, and we're still about 10 calls deep right now. So it is a busy day out there. Some other things you can do to help your house, if you have a humidifier, in this very cold air, the air is very dry.
Yep.
And if you have carpeting you've experienced where you walk across, you get shocked.
Yep.
That's because the air is very dry. So you want to add water to the air. So if you have a humidifier, that's great. If you don't, in this real cold weather, I'll put a pot of water in the kitchen and let it boil.
Hey, what about people who cover
steam
their flu?
in the air?
People who cover their flue outlets.
People will cover their flue. A lot of times people during the summer they'll put some wire mesh or some screening across their flue on these 90% efficient furnaces. And then they forget to take it off when wintertime comes. So what happens is the first time that furnace fires up, that moist air that's coming out with the flue gases will freeze over top of that mesh, and it'll freeze it solid, and then your furnace won't start.
Wow.
And I've had many service calls where I've gone out there, and that's been a problem. Just take the mesh off, furnace fires right up, no more problem.
Super Dave. World's greatest plumber, Ken. Thanks, fellas. You're the best.
Have a great one.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Great advice, man. Please take it. Otherwise, it's $350 for them to say hi.
Hey, it's Sam. And I'm Calvin with Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. When we started out, we were building decks out of the back of our pickup trucks, and Grandma's garage was HQ.
We didn't have much, but we had family and a promise to do things the family way.
We saw way too many contractors cutting corners and treating their clients terribly, so we built Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks on honesty, craftsmanship, and always doing right by the client.
We've grown a lot since Grandma's garage, but those values haven't changed. Call the Cousins.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
From the Aetna Medicare studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
23 and cloudy at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The NFL held a town hall in Pittsburgh Monday ahead of the 2026 draft. Business owners, community members were invited to share their thoughts, and representatives from the league shared plans for the 3-day April event. Steve Fargo is the NFL's Director of Event Operations.
We're looking at the footprint actually two sides of the river. So the theater will be in the parking lots adjacent to Acrisure Stadium, and then we will also have some experience elements at Point State Park as well.
NFL VP of Events Nikki Ewell told KDKA TV interactive games will be staged on the field at Acrisure Stadium. Uniontown's police department is in crisis. The force of what should be 18 officers is down to 12, with 2 more preparing to leave. Sources say higher pay and better benefits from surrounding police departments are behind the departures. This resident shared her reaction with KDKA TV.
Well, then they should up their pay if they're doing their job, correct? I don't want to live in fear.
The officer shortage means Uniontown is unable to fill the midnight shift and now depends on state police to respond to overnight 911 calls. Uniontown's police chief has also abruptly resigned to accept a better-paying job at Robert Morris. President Donald Trump is visiting northeastern Pennsylvania today. In remarks at Mount Airy Casino Resort, the president is expected to address inflation, the economy, and his plan to bring down costs. Also, the Federal Reserve is beginning a two-day meeting today. It's the last session of 2025. Here's CBS business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Expectations are that the Fed will reduce interest rates by 0.25 percentage point. If this rate cut were to occur, that would mean we have the lowest range in nearly 3 years.
Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 95 points at 47,821. The NASDAQ is down 9 points, and the S&P is up about 7. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:31. Our next update at 11. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Consumer Cellular. Numerous studies over the years have said that disagreements about money are the #1 source of arguments in a relationship and one of the leading causes of divorce, regardless of income level. Ed Jertson, founder of the Engage Wealth Group in Chicago, says you can avoid that strife by having a stress-free conversation with your partner ahead of time.
What you prioritize and how you're going to handle money going forward as a collective unit.
I'm Rob Hart.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Already dreaming of your big summer 2026 family trip? The best homes are booking up right now. Oceanfront beach houses in the Outer Banks, sprawling lake houses in Deep Creek, and family fun condos in Myrtle Beach. When you book your dream home directly with SWAC Vacations, you not only get your first choice of dates, you save up to 15% compared to the big travel sites. Lock in your perfect summer getaway. Lock in your savings now. Get the house you want, the price you deserve. SWACK, SWACvacations.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. This is important stuff. Health insurance options. You got to talk to my friends at MediConnect. They're changing the game in health insurance. Individual coverage to Medicare. They ensure that you get the most while paying the least. I've seen it. They connect you with all the insurance options in our area. Their loyalties lie with you. Their services are free. Don't call the carrier. Call MediConnect. 888-818-6334. Please, tell them Marty sent you. Hey, folks, it's Marty. Voss TV and Appliance has a huge selection of big brand names and prices you'll love. Third-generation family business. Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team provides meaningful service that actually serves. They answer phones, show up on time, and truly care about their customers. It's old-school service that matters, and you won't find it anywhere else. Visit Voss's South Hills showroom today. 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. Love them. The lowest price is guaranteed.
Winter is coming. Is your roof ready? Call Home Genius Exteriors now and get 50% off materials for your new roof. Plus, no interest and no payments till 2027. Winter won't wait, and neither should you. Call Home Genius Exteriors now at 855-UR-GENIUS for your free roof and attic inspection from one of our experts. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing. See website for details.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is this water main break on Route 28, and the repair work around it means a lane restriction right by the 40th Street Bridge as you're coming southbound on 28. So lots of stop and go for you there. So it's heavy as you're coming down through the Etna bypass and then again approaching the intersection with the 40th Street Bridge. I would definitely leave, if I would be traveling that road myself today, definitely leave some extra travel time. We have no timetable, by the way, for when that restriction will be lifted. Just a heads up there. And the Parkway East on the inbound ride is our remnant from the rush hour, stacking right around Edgewood Swissvale as you make your way into the Squirrel Hill Tunnels. Parkway West looks great in both directions between downtown and Pittsburgh International. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
High 34 this afternoon with plenty of clouds, then cloudy tonight. Low 30 early, then temperatures rise through the 30s as a mix of snow and rain arrives late at night. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Oakmont has become a food mecca. Get over there right now for stocking stuffers for friends and family. Check it out. The Lot at Edgewater, the Pub at 333, Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and Carnivores. All of them by my man JK, the guru, the restaurant king in Oakmont. Get gift cards. I'm telling you, folks, Oakmont has become a restaurant mecca. The best food in town. Check out Oakmont.
Online shopping can be risky when it comes to your fitness equipment. Can you really judge the quality of exercise equipment by a picture? Larry Richard here for G&G Fitness Equipment. Take advantage of the experts at our local G&G stores. Bring your running shoes to try out the treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, rowers, you name it, and G&G will be there to support you every step of the way. Visit one of G&G Fitness Equipment's 3 locations, or go online at ggfitness.com.
This report brought to you by NJM Insurance.
Why is NJM Insurance silent in an industry full of catchy jingles? And how do they do what's right when things go wrong? Tune in to Baffling Mysteries to find out.
This fictional podcast is brought to you by NJM. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Okay, here we go. Inching through the week. It's cold. I mean, real cold. Colin Dunlap on this Tuesday, 2 to 6, KDK.
More than 500,000 people have looked at a video that we posted of a young man who is in what we call the zombie state from various drugs, frozen in time on a street on the north side. His name is Will, and I've become friends with his father, and we're kind of joined at the hip now as we try to save his life, honestly. And in that process, I'm uncovering the madness downtown and the drug trafficking downtown from my sources that work the streets. The mayor's office has to be on board with narcotics arrests. Our narcotics detectives averaged 20 arrests a night, every night, Marty, back in the day. Now, might do 10 in a week. Listen to this. Most officers don't want to do that arrest anymore. Would rather work a detail and not to have put hands on anyone. It's a lawsuit every time. We used to arrest people on corners every single night. Everyone has to be on board to arrest and prosecute. This is not happening. We took it personal back in the day. No one cares now. It's amazing. Regarding all the drugs downtown, people have to back officers again and not want them fired every time they put their hands on someone. Something needs to be done downtown. Start giving citations to everyone and enforcing everything. How about that? The young man's father, who I've become friends with, this is the quandary downtown. So every single time your son wants to get high, sir, where does he go to get high? Where does he get the drugs?
Downtown, Marty.
Downtown,
That's
brother.
where they go.
Downtown.
Yeah, right.
Downtown. Right?
Yeah. Yep. In fact, he came home last night and he called from the house and he says he has to go back downtown. So whatever's downtown, the beast. Yeah. So there you go.
And obviously, if he knows who the dealers are, the cops should know who the dealers are.
You would think.
And wouldn't it stand to reason if they arrested these murderers that the drugs wouldn't be accessible, sir?
That sounds like common sense, right?
One cop told me there's a young girl who supplies 20 to 40 people. Is that accurate? Do you know that?
I've heard that before, yeah.
You have one girl.
Yep.
Jesus. And I'm guessing a young girl.
That I can't answer.
So she's like a damn food truck with
right.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
With drugs, right?
Yes.
And someone needs to give a friggin' damn, because if his son knows who the dealers are, the cops should friggin' know who the dealers are. They should arrest him today, should they not, Will?
Yeah, well, like I said, my son's not the only one. My son knows a lot of people that have just died recently from all this stuff. You know, he listed a named about 6 people. So
what?
You know, I mean,
6 people dead.
Just recently, this person passed away, this person passed away, and it's all because of this crap that's out there, Marty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when your boy tells you that he has 6 friends who are now dead, that doesn't sink in with him, sir.
And no, like Doc said yesterday, something hijacks their limbic system where they just have the need to survive. I mean, he needs to get warm, and he needs to, get that fix. So the basics, everything else is out the window.
Is he at your house now?
Yeah, he is, and I'm not there, so I just hold my breath, hide the checkbook, and but hope for the best. But he won't be there for long.
So hold on though, there is a glimmer of hope. Because
yeah, right. He did say he might be willing to take the soft landing if with Dr. Brophy. So we'll see. I mean, that's what he said, but he might have just been.
Hi.
Saying that to make me feel.
So like, hold on, let's lay this out. Tom Brophy, probably the best addiction specialist I've ever met in my life. Would you not agree, Patrick? Like a badass.
Absolutely.
Like a brilliant, crazy, insane, intelligent addiction specialist.
Yeah, one of the best I've seen.
And he wants to help. And so what's happening tomorrow, William?
He's going to call me tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, when he's got some time.
So 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Correct, yes.
And your son is saying what? That he might sit in on that?
No, not on the call, but I doubt that. But, maybe he might be up for a detox. That's what he's most afraid of, is the detox. But he was almost there when he was on the ventilator. The UPMC had him almost off him, and he still ran out. So I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know what's going on inside his mind.
All right, so let's count on tomorrow. So why does he come home now?
Because it's freezing outside.
Oh. Why not a shelter? Why not a shelter?
Because he got kicked out of the shelter for using drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
The 2nd Street Commons, I think it's called, or something, yeah. So he has no play. He's desperate, yeah.
I think it's a cop-out. I think it's a cop-out for police to say, we're not allowed to make arrests. I think they need to raise hell. I think they need to do their damn job and raise hell about it. And I'm going to get on the new mayor. I'm going to get on the new police chief, who's a personal friend. And I'm going to say, my man, you got 6 people dead. I'll give you a list. How many more bodies do we need before someone arrests someone downtown? Don't you think that would be fair, William?
Certainly, yeah. Something has to be done. But like I said, he was, his kidneys had shut down, and he was the jail was sending him out for dialysis, and they kicked him out of the jail, and he had a PICC line in his neck.
No.
Yeah, I told you that the other day, right? Yeah. So I think they're throwing up their hands pretty much. But
I don't know, man. We got a new mayor. We have a new police chief who's very assertive and very aggressive, and loves fighting crime. I'm going to hold him to this.
Yeah, well, the drug problem's certainly first and foremost, I think. But because you're talking about people's lives.
What do you say to the people who say to hell with him? He makes his choice. What do you say to them?
I understand where they're coming from, but like Dr. Brophy said yesterday, once that drug's in you, it robs you of your humanity.
Right on.
So there's a demon in there that's feeding every day.
Yep.
So I don't know. But there's always hope,
Oh, man.
Yeah, certainly he's responsible for some of that. I certainly wouldn't say no to that,
My man, I'll do anything, as you know, and you've learned at this point.
Yeah, you've been very kind, and I really appreciate that, man. You're a good man.
You're my man. Keep in touch. Tomorrow's important, brother. Thanks.
Okay, you take care.
That's my man.
Thank you.
I love that guy. I love him. You know why? He would die for his son. Do anything for his son, as I would, as you would. Oh, can you imagine? From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? Is we're getting reports just now of a vehicle fire. This is in Mount Lebanon. Heads up if you're traveling along Cochrane Road between Academy Avenue and Altoona Place. Lots of crews might be headed to the scene to help with that particular issue. Parkway West inbound just a little bit slow right around the Banksville on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. You're down to traffic light delays behind the Liberty tunnels on 51 and Route 19. Parkway East on the inbound ride slows at Edgewood Swissvale 28. Not a fun place to be. There's a single lane restriction southbound by the 40th Street Bridge as crews do emergency water line repair, and that is backing traffic for you right around the Etna bypass area. Slow go all the way down. Please leave extra travel time there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. It's a Pittsburgh holiday tradition. The Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast on KDKA. Rob Pratt broadcasts live from Coons Market on McKnight Road from 5:30 a.m. till 1 p.m. Christmas Eve with special guests, special memories, and more. Presented to you by Rome Monuments, Coons Quality Foods, and brought to you by Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh, AAA Travel, Ricci Sausage, Anthony Jr.'s Pizzeria and Restaurant in Coriopolis, Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, and Dululis Law. On 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, 'tis the season to get your home quite clean before Christmas. Save big. Call Coit right now. Save 50% off all your first Coit cleaning service. Save 40% off all other services. That's right. Ask Santa to put Coit on your Christmas list. Save 50% off either carpets, rugs, upholstery, drapes, and blinds, and more. Call Coit. 1-800-FOR-COIT. 1-800-FOR-COIT. Also, give the gift of a clean home with Coit gift cards. 1-800-FOR-COIT.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-894-7722. That's 800-894-7722. Again, 800-894-7722.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Maria from New York asks, my husband has 2 old 403Bs at TIAA from previous employers. We're in our mid-40s, so we won't be retiring for 20 years or so. Should he leave them there or roll them into a traditional IRA? Maria, usually I like to consolidate these accounts into a current workplace plan or into a rollover IRA, but I'm a fan of TIAA, so I'm inclined to keep these accounts where they are for the time being. If it's just driving you nuts and you want to consolidate, sure. Whatever you decide, it's going to be fine. I hope that helps.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This Uniontown thing's intriguing to me because I know so many cops. There are cops that work 3 jobs. There are cops that, like, they go to these small towns like Rankin. They'll work an 8 there, then they'll go to another department and work another 8. And they just change their patches, the Velcro patches. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And they're making $18 an hour, which is scary as hell. Not to be a jag-off, but you get what you pay for. You get an $18 an hour cop, you got an $18 an hour cop. And if you have a cop sitting in a car for 16 hours, some of them, I've met cops that work triples, which should be illegal. Man. You know, so the thing about Uniontown is they're losing cops. They had 18, now they have 12. They could sue. I know a couple Uniontown cops. They're really cool. They work their asses off, but they don't get paid, man. And at some point, the pay beckons. And what has happened is money has matriculated to other communities. If I'm in Uniontown and they make $24.99 an hour, oof. Walmart, $24.99 an hour, which sucks, by the way. Up to $34, which sucks, by the way. I ain't being no cop, to use slang, for $24 an hour. I'm not. Unless your mama is in Uniontown, and the cops I know there are wonderful. They do a hell of a job. But that ain't cutting it. They can go to the sheriff's department and make 100, man. I mean, I'm keeping it real. County police, 100. Mount Lebanon, 90 plus. And on and on and on and on and on. Uniontown, $24.99 an hour. Walmart. Attention Kmart shoppers. Listen to this.
Well, then they should up their pay if they're doing their job, correct? I don't fear the staffing short.
That's Uniontown woman. Okay, lady. Uniontown is more broke than Pittsburgh. Broker-er. They are flat-ass broke. Always. Always. No disrespect. They got nothing, honey. Folks. You know, they talk about global warming. This is, on that scale, what's happening with police departments. So many people don't want to work for that money, and I wouldn't either. One of my boys, who's my closest friend in this town, it's an epidemic. Nobody wants this job for the money. Risk doesn't outweigh the reward. Hello. You can get a CDL and drive a truck for $100,000. Fact. Get a nursing degree and make $100,000. Fact. I'm in. Play her again, please. One more time. Thanks, buddy. Uniontown resident.
Well, then they should up their pay if they're doing their job, correct? I don't want to live in fear.
Okay. You think Pittsburgh has to raise taxes? Hello. Have you been to Uniontown? They ain't got no money. Nice people. They ain't got no money. Nice town. They ain't got no money. They're broker than us. And they can't pay more taxes. Blood from a stone, whatever, what the hell you want to say. They are flat ass broke. So if I'm a cop and I'm in Uniontown and I'm making $24.99 an hour, I ain't working in Uniontown once I get a little experience. I'm out. Bye-bye. If you make $25 an hour, you can't buy a car. You can't buy a home. You're going to have to call the Dollar Energy Fund to pay your utilities. You're going to have to go to the food bank. I'm not exaggerating. Prove me wrong. Why the blank would I become a cop and put my ass on the line every day and night in a town that does have drugs and does have crime and does have crap? Why? Why? Would I take a bullet for $24.99? Ain't happening. Uniontown cannot pay more. Uniontown cannot raise taxes. Check this out. They can't cover the midnight shift. Let's call the state police. Oh, they'll be happy about that because they have nothing else to do. So what do you have in Uniontown? Bad law enforcement coverage. Really bad and getting worse.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-200-1966. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-200-1966. That's 800-200-1966 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
I'm here with Harold Shepley. Harold, you know this. I text you with personal questions about finance and tough times. And these are very tough times, aren't they, sir?
Oh, they certainly are tough. And it gets around the holiday season and, people are all stressed. They need to spend money on gifts. And I think it's important that everyone just remembers that your family and friends want your presence, not your presents. They want you there. They don't want your gifts. Remember, this holiday season, Jesus is the reason for the season.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
23, mostly cloudy skies at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A cold November increased demand for help paying utility bills. Just how cold was it last month? Well, the temperature dropped below 32 degrees on 13 days. That, combined with a delay in the start of the LIHEAP assistance program due to the federal government shutdown, made November the biggest ever for Dollar Energy Fund.
We spent well over $2 million in the month providing assistance, which is double, Marty, what we normally do.
CEO Chad Quinn told KDK's Marty Griffin last hour the Dollar Energy Fund helped just under 6,000 households in the state. That's almost half the number the agency assists in a normal year. An even colder December seems likely to produce similar numbers. A man was killed in an overnight shooting in East Hills. Police say it happened a few minutes before 2 a.m. along the 2300 block of East Hills Drive. Public safety says a man found behind a building with a gunshot wound to the head died after being taken to a hospital. Mayor-elect Corey O'Connor is announcing more appointments to his staff. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado is following the story.
This morning, Mayor-elect O'Connor named Sharon Warner to serve as Chief Operating Officer of the city. That position in the Gainey administration is currently held by Lisa Frank. Warner is former Chief of Staff to U.S. Attorneys General Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch and has been in Pittsburgh since 2017, where she's held a number of positions at PNC, including COO of its Corporate Responsibility Group. Warner's appointment comes after naming Molly Unuffer, Press Secretary, and Sophia Shapiro, Senior Special Assistant to the Chief of Staff. David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
After 4 years in business, Piatta Italian Street Food closed its South Hills location on Monday. The Pittsburgh Business Times reports Piatta closed its East Liberty location earlier this year, but continues to operate stores in Oakland, North Fayette, and the North Hills. If you're struggling with feeling sad, hopeless, or even irritable, you may be suffering from seasonal affective disorder. News Radio KDK's Paul Alexander has more.
It starts with the changing of the clocks, and even though you get that extra hour of sleep on a Saturday into a Sunday, the reduction of daylight can take a toll. Dr. Grace Gaddard of AHN says it's very real.
We all have a circadian clock internally that's about 24 hours long that is really impacted by light. And so when we don't kind of have this natural 12-hour rhythm of light and darkness, it can have a huge impact.
Doctors recommend daily walks outdoors, vitamin D, and managing stress. Psychotherapy and antidepressants may also be prescribed. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is ahead 139 points at 47,878. The Nasdaq is up 38 points, and the S&P is up 12. KDKA Sports. In the NHL, the Pens are hosting the Ducks tonight at 7. And in college hoops, Penn State is at Indiana. Little Rock is visiting West Virginia. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. Time to enjoy free play during November at the Bocce House of Pittsburgh. Visit boccehouse.com for more. 23 and cloudy in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic in the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting expertise and attention to detail from a trusted business that puts your needs first.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows that are built for life.
The most important part of a window is the framing. Fiberglass frames won't lose their dimensional integrity. They're the strongest, longest-lasting window you can buy.
And right now, you can save 30% and get 18-month no-interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is this Route 28 thing is really slowing everybody's go, and we don't have a timetable for when the emergency water line repair crews will be out of your way. So for the time being, take it easy through the work zone. It's a single lane southbound approaching the 40th Street Bridge, and right now you're backing right around the Shaler Waterworks area. Parkway West inbound just a little bit slow before the Fort Pitt tunnels. Parkway East inbound is easing off to Edgewood Swissvale, so good news if that's part of your commute. And just a quick reminder, there will be a single lane restriction on southbound 79 between the on-ramp from Wexford Bain Road to right around the I-79-279 split. They'll be out there today until about 3 p.m. Crews are doing some repair work to an overhead sign structure there, so watch for that. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon is rather cloudy, high 34, low 30 early tonight with cloudy skies. Temperatures rise with a mix of snow and rain late at night into tomorrow morning. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
I'm dreaming of sea salt and toffee caramels, chocolate-covered potato chips, pretzels, and peanut butter cups. Now that I have your attention, hi, it's Nan Cohen for Dorothy's Candies. When it comes to the holidays, it has to be Dorothy's. My holiday favorites, cherry cordials, coconut clusters, peppermint bark, and cranberry bark. Dorothy's fan favorite is the deluxe assortment, which has everything from fruits and nuts to creams and meltaways. Visit the store in White Oak. Shop online at dorothy'scandies.com. One bite and you'll know it's Dorothy's Candies. dorothy'scandies.com.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
And this clip is weird. And I'm going to talk to this insider about this clip. I want to play it a couple times. I want you folks to listen closely because it's hard to hear, but the video is really compelling. But listen to this clip. Listen.
Somebody being kidnapped or something?
Hear the pounding? Pounding.
That doesn't sound good.
Nope. So I'm at the Sam's Club Hempfield Plaza coming out on 30. There's a white van next to me. Somebody's banging on the inside, screaming.
It's amazing, actually. You have to see it. It's on the stream right now. It's also on my Facebook page. It's very unsettling. And even more so because the man who obtained it was driving the car when he heard this, and he has a law enforcement background and has legit instincts about this kind of stuff. Eric, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Greetings and salutations. How are you doing today?
I am. Eric, this is unreal in a way. Describe what happened.
It is.
Then let's get into this.
So my mother-in-law had a medical appointment, and she had to pick up a prescription after the fact. The prescription wasn't ready, so we ran over to Aldi's over in that Walmart, that Sam's Club shopping center.
Hold on. Tell people specifically where you were at.
This is at 30 in Greensburg.
Yep.
And we were turning around and leaving the Sam's Club in Greensburg, coming out on the 30. We pull up next to this van, and we hear the banging. I roll down the window to verify what I'm hearing, and my phone was in my pocket, so it took me a second to get it out and start dialing 911. The light turns green. I get on the phone with 911. I'm on with dispatch. Now, it's a little bit different here from where I'm from. I'm just relocated here from Florida about a little under a year ago. And so I wasn't talking immediately to police dispatch. So they had to transfer me over to state trooper. So I had to repeat everything about twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting a response. I didn't need to go into the Walmart. It pulled up. The vehicle was pulling in from that shopping mall into the Walmart shopping mall. It's a little bit further down the road, about maybe less than a mile. And I didn't need to go into the Walmart, but I followed it. And I'm on the phone. They transferred me to the state police. And the response was, well, if the vehicle parks, call and they'll send somebody out for a welfare check. And that was not the response I was expecting. So I knew I believe they knew I was following them. So instead of going right behind them, I took a parallel lane down the Walmart area. And with traffic and pedestrians and everything else, they were able to backtrack out and exit out of that parking lot.
Oh, wow.
But at that point, the state police had already disconnected with me, saying, hey, if you don't see him parking, we're not sending anybody.
So hold on. Describe, because first of all, folks listening on the radio don't know what the hell they just heard, but
yeah,
if you watch the video, it's a lot more discernible. Describe what was going on and what you heard, because I can see it and I heard it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you got a white van, a white panel van, almost like the ones that Amazon drive.
Yep.
No labeling on it whatsoever, just a license plate, and I think it was 363 was the number on the back of it. So no other distinctive markings on it saying school bus or medical transport or anything like that. And you had somebody banging on the inside, on the paneling on the inside, screaming. It sounded female to me, but I wasn't absolutely sure at the time. Once I went back and reviewed the video when I got home, I have a dash cam. That's how I collected the vehicle. It isn't like I was using my phone or anything to video it. It was from my dash cam. It definitely sounds like a female. Sounds like she's in distress, and she's banging on the outside of the paneling band, screaming for help.
It was loud.
It was. So I turned around, like I said, I called the state police, followed them for about a mile into a different parking lot. When they weren't sending in, if the vehicle didn't park, so they weren't sending in, I saw it going back out onto 30. There was no reason for me to pursue it after that, since they're not going to send it over unless the vehicle parked to do a welfare check. So I ended up having to break it off. I get home, I reviewed the video, realized there was an issue. I emailed it to the state tip department because they said that if there's trafficking, that's my biggest fear is trafficking. That it would be that they'd be interested. So that went in the very next morning. Once I pulled the video, that email went out to them to turn around saying, hey, look at this video. It's concerning. I have additional videos that are on the system. It's just the same information, but it's just me following it for about a mile.
You thought it could be a trafficking, a kidnapping, in essence.
That's my biggest thing. I mean, I did 30 years in the government. I was 20 years with the Navy as a CT. That's the branch, cryptologic technician. That's the branch of the Navy that supports the National Security Agency. And I ran security for NSA field sites.
In other words, you know this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then in the last 15 years, up until August of last year, I was Chief of Physical Security and Anti-Terrorism Officer for the U.S. Nuclear Detection Program. So you do this regular training. Hey, trafficking is a real thing. Right. It happens a lot. And from what I hear, I know my family members here that have little kids, they're petrified. They will not go out into the community alone with the two kids. They have to have one-on-one, two people to go out with the kids because it's that much of a concern for them here.
Hold on. And I love you, but so what? They think they're going to get kidnapped?
I will tell you, and like I said, I'm new here, right?
Yeah,
so I took the kid. Me and my wife took the kids, and we went to a mall out in a park out in Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
And they have these huge slides. I mean, really, really long slides, metal slides. And while we were there were two mid-20, early 30 women that was there playing on the playground. And it just didn't seem natural. You got playground.
Hold on. I don't get lost in the weeds here.
Yeah.
The point is that you're disappointed that no one seemed to give a damn about what you were telling them.
Nobody responds. And like I said, I come from Florida, Brevard County, Sheriff Wayne Ivey. Every time I called the cops, within minutes, you had 1 or 2 patrols on site responding, doing what you needed to do, whether it was me in my military capacity, government capacity, or in my civilian capacity, seeing something in the neighborhood, making a phone call, or that sort of thing.
Nothing.
And
nothing.
Not even a call. Hey, let me send an officer to give you a call and give you a call back. Do you want to meet with an officer? Give a report? Nothing.
We're on it, man. I've got several calls out and people looking at it right now. Thanks, Eric.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you caring. I appreciate you taking the video. I appreciate you following them. What I don't appreciate is the lack of response. And this is what happens. And we do have a trafficking problem in this country, and particularly in this region. However, I don't know anyone that's afraid to take their kids out. It's not that bad. Trafficking happens historically with folks outside of the realm of a normal family life, quite frankly. Abuse, neglect, prostitution, drugs, so you know. However, this video is very unsettling because someone is screaming and pounding on the walls, on the windows, and no one did a damn thing. Except Eric, and no one cared what he did. Scary. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is we do have this heaviest spot would be Route 28, and it's just one that the restriction's not going away anytime soon, so you need to plan accordingly. Coming southbound, you have heavy traffic right around the Shaler Waterworks as you make your way down to the 40th Street Bridge. And this was late yesterday when they discovered a water issue. And so the crews are on the scene doing emergency repairs. And with that single lane, you do have that delay. So certainly do keep that in mind. Parkway East on the inbound ride, heavy for you at Edgewood, Swissvale. Good news if you're coming toward town via 51 or 19 out of the South Hills, Sawmill Run Boulevard and West Liberty Avenue at their intersection behind the Liberty Tubes. You just have traffic light delays there. Parkway West moving pretty well all the way down the front side of Green Tree Hill into the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls, whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's chicken pot pie. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So, furnace shut down. This weather. This cold. Whoo! 2D folks at the door within an hour. Found the problem in 5 minutes. Fixed the problem in 20 minutes. 2D Mechanical, folks. Amazing service. Amazing expertise. And the kindness and pricing and consideration. 2D Mechanical, 412-771-4100. The best, 412-771-4100.
Check out the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
Man, it's cold. Duh. So I get up this morning and I'm in the living room and I feel a draft coming from one of the old windows. This is the truth. Big one. And I'm literally thinking, I am calling the great folks at Universal Windows Direct for several reasons. The winter blues, the cold breeze is insanely cold. And then this deal, you buy two, get two free, no limit, and 0% interest for 60 months, which is amazing. 5 years, 0% financing. Come on, folks. And a free vacation voucher with your project. How about that? Plus, they'll lock in 2025 pricing now. It's an amazing opportunity with an amazing company. 412-545-6003. 412-545-6003. Universal Windows Direct.
A trial is 99% preparation, and nobody prepares better than us. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Geist.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Regarding that video, the boss popped in and said the same things that we said. What the hell is that? Oh. It would seem to me that if a guy with insane background, and that my man Eric has insane background, with major league brain power and major league law enforcement instincts, calls, and then he has all of it on tape, and you can hear a woman banging on the doors. You really can. And screaming. No one responded. No one called. Let me guess. They had no one. It kind of goes back to the whole Uniontown Police Department thing. I'm just being honest with you. No one has anyone anymore. No one. When I asked about why aren't there drug interventions downtown, who? We don't have anyone. I'm being blunt with you. When you ask about cops downtown, when the teens take over Market Square every day, we had 2 officers downtown. Uniontown, they have no one to cover their midnight shift. So if I'm a criminal, I'm thinking the best time to rob someone in Uniontown, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And this notion that state police are supposed to do everything, well, they're 700-800 short. Hello. I'm telling you, folks, America is in a weird place where a lot of folks don't want to do a lot of things. For example, we're 25 to 30,000 cops short, depending on the numbers you look at. Pittsburgh's 200 to 300 short, depending on whose numbers you want. Oh, man, they can't find school teachers to save their you-know-whats. They're desperate for substitutes. Desperate. I read the 100,000 short teachers. Cannot find teachers. Nurses, about 20 3 to 26% left during COVID? Nurses. Truck drivers, CDL guys, 100,000 short. Hello. And that pays. It's a bad thing. Bad thing. And the cop thing gets to how I can best explain Eric's situation. They ain't got no one. There might be one guy on duty somewhere within an hour. Patrick's son got in an accident in his car, called the state police. How long, buddy, before they said they could even send someone to be there at the scene?
They'd said 45 minutes, ended up being about 90.
90 minutes.
Yep.
Not picking on the state police. They don't have anyone.
Nope.
It's bad. And so, if you're asking me to connect the dots on this, I'm not going to say someone was lazy or incompetent. I'm not. I'm going to say there is no one. There's no one to do the job. And it's why I started the conversation with Uniontown, because there are microcosm there what's happening across America. No one wants these jobs. Nurses, teachers, cops. It's bad. General practitioners. Oh, can't find one. You can't. Daycare. Can't find a daycare center. There's a general collapse of the work ethic, the work commitment, and the work attitude. But it has a particular impact in law enforcement when you desperately need someone to save your life. And they're not anywhere to be found. And it kind of goes down to, what do we want to do to make America great? Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Marty. Now, this wouldn't really apply to the law enforcement part, but a group that put together a foundation that provides grants for trade school jobs that you wouldn't expect. Band Metallica. They just covered it on CBS Sunday Morning.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay. What the hell does that have to do with this? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/life.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
From the beautiful grounds of Jefferson Memorial Cemetery and Funeral Home, they extend their warmest holiday greetings. Let us honor the spirit of the season by cherishing the memories of our loved ones. May this time be a testament to the enduring power of love, unity, and hope. For so many missing a loved one, join them for their last grief support group of the year on December 12th, where you can connect with others, share, or simply listen. Where there is an empty chair, may your hearts be filled with memories of love. From the Jefferson family, they wish you a peaceful holiday season.
Hey, folks, 2025 will be history before you know it. But first, my man, Robert Levin and his Levin Furniture and Mattress team are out to make history with Levin's gigantic year-end clearance sale. Save up to 80% off closeouts, floor samples, and clearance items. Or take 3 times the sales tax discount, plus 5 years special financing. No money down on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. It's your final chance for amazing deals during Levin's amazing year-end clearance sale.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
23 with mostly cloudy skies at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Pittsburgh Council has officially voiced concerns regarding Mayor Gainey's 2026 budget proposal and the need for a new reassessment. in Allegheny County. Members voted unanimously for 2 wills of council, one of which asked the mayor's office to work with council members to make major changes to the budget before the December 31st deadline. The second calls on county government to take steps to start a county-wide reassessment so both residential and business property values are current and accurate. The NFL held a town hall in Pittsburgh on Monday ahead of the 2026 draft. Business owners and community members were invited to share their thoughts, and representatives from the league shared plans for the 3-day April event. Steve Fargo is the NFL's Director of Event Operations.
We're looking at the footprint, actually 2 sides of the river. So the theater will be in the parking lots adjacent to Acrisure Stadium, and then we will also have some experience elements at Point State Park as well.
Another league source says interactive games are going to be staged on the field itself at Acrisure Stadium. President Donald Trump will visit northeastern Pennsylvania today. In remarks at Mount Airy Casino Resort, the president is expected to address inflation, the economy, and his plan to bring down costs. Sources say the focus of the event will be gas prices, which recently fell below $3 nationwide for the first time in more than 4 years. And the Federal Reserve begins a 2-day meeting today. It's the last session of 2025. Here's CBS's Joel Schlesinger.
Expectations are that the Fed will reduce interest rates by 0.25 percentage point. If this rate cut were to occur, that would mean we have the lowest range in nearly 3 years.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 148 points at 47,888. The Nasdaq is ahead 30 points, and the S&P is up 15. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:31. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents, big crashes, big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DeLucente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free, that's right, free consultations. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DeLucente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best, folks. Hey, I'm jazzed about this. Time to stock that freezer with the freshest choice meats in the burg, thanks to Salem's Market and Grill in the Strip. Amazing place. Lamb chops, steaks cut to order, prime rib, ground meat, wings, and so much more. I'm telling you, the meat is as fresh as you can get, and the prices do not blow your budget. Order online. Use their app to arrange pickup or delivery, or visit Salem's at 29th and Penn in the Strip and grab lunch. Open 7 days a week, free parking right next door.
Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum recognizes Pennsylvania's combat veterans who have received medals for gallantry. With this Hall of Valor moment, here's President of Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum, John McCabe.
Second Lieutenant Michael E. Steffen of Allegheny County was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross in the Republic of Vietnam on October 30 and 31, 1970. Lieutenant Steffen distinguished himself while serving as an aircraft commander of a CH-47 helicopter during relief operations near Da Nang. When extremely heavy rains caused flooding and left many people homeless, Lieutenant Steffen assisted in evacuation operations. Despite extremely hazardous flying conditions, Steffen skillfully piloted his aircraft and set the entire aircraft into the water to save several stranded people. After completing operations near Da Nang, Lieutenant Steffen flew his aircraft to U Duc, where he rescued nearly 200 more flood victims.
For the perfect wedding up to 300, the magnificent ballroom and balcony is a truly unique setting to begin your new life together. For information, visit soldiersandsailorshall.org.
You want to be the big hero this holiday season? Give a gift they'll never forget. Instead of just more stuff, give them an incredible experience. Imagine their faces when they learn they're spending a week lounging in a private lazy river in the Outer Banks, splashing in the indoor pool of a massive Deep Creek lake home, or waking up to the waves from an oceanfront condo in Myrtle Beach. The best gifts are memories. Visit SWACvacations.com today to book your dream summer 2026 getaway. SWAC, SWACK, vacations.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Medicare is most confusing the first time you enroll, whether you have a 65th birthday upcoming or you're looking to finally retire. That's why I love MediConnect, a team of Pittsburghers that can speak Medicare in a language you can understand, so you can be confident you got the right coverage. They work with every insurance company around here, and there is never a fee. I'm serious. 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? Is we continue to have crews working doing emergency water line repair, and they are blocking a lane on southbound 28. So you have slow traffic past this lane restriction by the 40th Street Bridge. You want to leave some extra travel time as the delays have been very heavy there so far this morning. Parkway East is at Edgewood Swissvale. You'll line up on the Parkway West right around the runaway truck sand pile. And a heads up, kind of a reminder for you if you're traveling through West Mifflin, Baldwin, Pleasant Hills, and Jefferson Hillsborough on Route 51 this week. Each day, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., you will find crews doing some work there with lane restrictions in both directions between Coal Valley Road and Mall Drive. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon, high 34, then cloudy with a low of 30 early tonight. Temperatures rise through the 30s later on with a mix of snow and rain moving in. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Winter is coming. Is your roof ready? Call Home Genius Exteriors now and get 50% off materials for your new roof. Plus, no interest and no payments till 2027. Winter won't wait, and neither should you. Call Home Genius Exteriors now at 855-UR-GENIUS for your free roof and attic inspection from one of our experts. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing. See website for details.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Or is it? For many, the holidays are a time of stress, irritability, anxiousness, and just waiting for them to be over. This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. I have a brand new supplement called Zenziety that you spray into your mouth when those times come. And it really takes the edge off and brings you to a state of calm. Zenziety. You can order online, dbcweightloss.com, or call 1-800-900-THIN.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Okay, here we go. Inching through the week. It's cold. I mean, real cold. Colin Dunlap on this Tuesday, 2 to 6, KDK.
Sorry, I'm eating some of that sub. That Tim subs is amazing. They bring in this pasta that's insane. Rico, my man. Anyway. What I have learned, and Patrick knows, we've both been in the TV, radio, media business for more than 25 years. And the most significant thing we have is video. I'm just telling you. We have become this gathering point, quite frankly, and I'm blessed, and I thank all of you for videos. And the video is the evidence. It's the smoking gun, man. Patrick, yeah? Right?
Absolutely.
What's the first thing we ask? You have video?
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Still pictures are great. Video is better.
That van video, insanely wild. Look at the video I posted this morning. Some jagoff goes into a laundromat and steals his whole family's laundry from a laundry. And these jagoffs, that's not 1,000. Shut up. Shut up. If you don't like the content, go and watch SpongeBob. It's more at your level. But we posted a video of this moron going into a laundromat and stealing a family's all their laundry. That's evidence. You'll see him. Someone beating someone. Boom, done. Which leads me to my point about granny cams. The truth of the matter is, if you want to save the life of your loved one, your parents, your grandparents, there have to be cameras in nursing homes. That's just the way it is. I can't, for the friggin' life of me, understand what happens to old people when they get so friggin' paranoid when they're old. I don't want that camera. Now, we raised a point yesterday that's relevant. Granny doesn't want to be naked on camera. It's actually a valid point. The only people who see that camera are family members and or cops if you're abused. What's happening is we're finding time and time again, every single time we try to place a camera, we're shut down. It irritates the F out of me. It just, to no end. We have a whole team of private investigators and retired cops that are badasses that are running into this wall of indignance, indifference, paranoia, you name it. Right, Braden? Right, my man? Right?
That's correct.
It's correct. It's annoying as hell, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Kind of set it up for me what your experience is like this weekend, because that kind of nails this for me.
Well, I was in a facility just a couple of days ago, and we have friends in there. Sure. We have people in there that are old. They're very old, and we approached them and talked to them about a camera.
Yeah.
And as soon as I said the word camera, they would put their head down. They would turn away, and I could see fear. And I asked what was the matter. And they can't tell you. They really can't tell you, but I know why.
What?
The thing is with cameras, it protects the person and it protects the facility.
Right.
Sort of like body cams on cops. It protects the cops, plus it protects the person that they're encountering.
Hey, my man, you know what it's going to be like?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be like friggin' body cams. We're going to have to shove it up there, you know what, with a law, because they're not going to listen until they're ordered to listen, right?
And that's the sadness of it.
That's true, man.
But if the general public would get on their politicians and start saying, "Hey, we want to protect our family," and put some pressure on them, then it would get done faster.
Have you been in one facility that said, "Come on down, my man, install the cameras"? Not one, sir.
Not one.
Not
no,
one.
No. Nope. And they make excuses, too. There are no excuses.
I love my man and your boy Bob, but when we first met with Bob, he's like, we'll have 10,000 of these in. I was like, my man, you have no idea the pushback you're about to get, because no one wants to be caught in the act of anything. Do they, sir?
If you're caught in the act of something, you shouldn't be doing it.
Thank you.
And you're right. No, they don't. They're guilty. If they don't want it, they're guilty. I'm sorry.
He's Braden Bloser, former law enforcement. Hey, man, were you kind of shocked that no one wants anything to do with these, even the residents?
I was. I thought that they would receive them with open arms and be really glad.
It's true.
Like you said, we were ready to buy 10,000 cameras to give them away.
Right. We can't give away one. We can't do one.
And these aren't no run-of-the-mill cameras either. They do everything. You can have two people on either side of the world to be there with your loved one.
I don't get it. No. Hold on. I do get it. Old people are paranoid. Somehow they think, oh no. How do we sell that? How do we get past that? Do you have a vibe about it?
The only thing is to allay their fears, and the only way you can do that is with legislation, letting it, forcing facilities to get it in there.
Right on, and save some damn lives.
Yeah,
my man. Can you?
May I tell you one quick story?
Yeah, quick, go.
My grandmother, when she was in a facility, and she had to do her business, and they put her on a bedpan, and she was there for 2 hours.
Oh my gosh!
Can you imagine that?
No. Morons. Can you hang around? Hold on a minute, all right? Sure. I got to take a break. I want to hear from old folks. What the hell are you so paranoid about? I'm telling you, we've been in a dozen of them at least. They all say the same thing. Oh, no, I can't. We're afraid. And then the administrators come in, and the employees come in. It's sad. Well, my man Gary, the higher-ups have to be spreading fear. I bet they are. Patrick. Administrators.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Scaring the hell out of these people. Yep. Wow. That's an amazing observation. We'll be right back. Spot on there. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Well, what's up, Marty, is this big story. Our big traffic story of the day has been the single lane restriction on 28 southbound, and no timeline in sight for when the crews might have this emergency water line repair work finished. But right now, with the lane pinch right by the 40th Street Bridge, you have slow-go traffic at times as far back as the Shaler Waterworks area. So if you're planning on heading out there at any point today, certainly factor that into your commute times. Parkway West is a little bit slow for you. Right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp, at times it eases off just a bit to the runaway truck sandpile area. We have slow traffic right now getting up onto the outbound lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge. So heading toward the outbound Parkway West, you're slow coming over from the Fort Duquesne Bridge and through the bathtub section of the city. Looks like maybe between Grant Street and the bridge is where you're finding that sluggish traffic. Parkway East is at Edgewood Swissvale. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Cancer is a war. It's the truth. I don't know that my sister Barb would be alive. She's battling pancreatic cancer. I don't know that she'd be alive if it wasn't for the folks in that team at UPMC. I just don't. The care, the concern, the different medicines, the different procedures, the different trials to keep her alive. It's magnificent. I saw the same thing with myself and so many others. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information.
Great news, Nick. Legacy boxes are still in stock. With Christmas just around the corner, there's still time to buy the best Christmas gift ever. Legacy Box.
That's right, Adam. Order today and Legacy Box ships immediately. It'll arrive ready to wrap and place under the tree.
Gather the family together this Christmas and collect all your old VHS and camcorder tapes, slides, pictures, and film reels. Then you can binge on the good old days.
From fading over time to risks like fire and water damage, your memories aren't protected unless they're on a digital format. Legacy Box helps you replay those great moments from the past, from Christmas morning to your wedding day.
Legacy Box is the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. All the work is done right here in the USA, and over 1 million customers have trusted Legacy Box.
This Christmas is the time to digitize. Visit legacybox.com/value for exclusive holiday savings. That's legacybox.com/value for last-minute shopping. LegacyBox.com/value.
Hi, this is elder law attorney Carl Zachariah. Betty called me last week because her mother's in a nursing home and had given her $30,000 2 years ago. I told her that 5-year look back will not apply. We can get it fixed. Call Zachariah Brown at 724-942-6200 or visit PittsburghElderLaw.com.
While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want while you sleep. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richard, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. Wake up to your friends. Weekday mornings on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Larry Richard for G&G Fitness Equipment. No time to drive to the gym? Bring the gym to you. Time to unwrap the strongest savings of the season at G&G Fitness. This month, save up to 65% off select fitness equipment. Top brands, expert guidance, and best prices of the season. Even better, 18 months, 0% financing. Pay over time for the equipment you can take home today. Visit G&G Fitness Equipment in Cranberry, Penn Center, or McMurray, or online at ggfitness.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's unbelievable to me that we're so ignorant in Pennsylvania. 17 states have granny cams. No, almost 20 now. It's ignorant, man. Some states, 14, have explicit regulations. 2 states have programs with no official laws. States that allow them: California, Connecticut, Illinois, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri. Patrick, didn't you say Ohio? Yeah. And here we are sitting with our heads up our you-know-what. Because old people are afraid and administrators are paranoid. Sandra, go ahead.
Okay, I take offense to you saying administrators are paranoid.
They are. I don't care what you do.
They're out there.
They won't let our people put cameras in. So you speak for every administrator in Pennsylvania.
Marty.
You speak for every administrator in Pennsylvania.
I spent 35 years in 11 states licensed as a nursing home administrator.
What's that have to do with us not allowing granny cams in any nursing home in Pennsylvania?
I'm going to tell you if you'll let me.
Well, but when you start out I'll take offense. I have people. Don't argue with me, ma'am. I'll hang up. I have no interest in arguing with you today. I can't stand know-it-alls. And the fact is, we've had private investigators and cops in 12 facilities, and the administrators said, get the hell out. All the administrators, Sandra. So I really don't care that you worked in 11 other states. I'm talking about boots on the ground today, and they're telling us to buzz off.
Okay, that to me would be a very unusual situation.
11 for 11 we are. That's not unusual. Hold on. Unusual what? We're 12 for 12, lady. We don't have one that allow one damn camera. So why would you call that unusual? With all due respect to your expertise.
I'll tell you the problem that we ran into because we wanted them in the facility.
Where?
We ran into a problem with families who said...
Where?
In Pennsylvania.
Okay, because they're legal in 20 other states. And they're in nursing homes in 20 other states, lady. Why is Pennsylvania different? Because we're ignorant. Because we're ignorant and backward.
Families wanted to know who's turning the camera off and on.
The families have no problems. The families have no problems in 20 other states, Sandra.
Marty, you can't blanket say that the families in 20 states absolutely had no problem, that cameras are in every nursing home room in 20 states.
You mustn't be listening to me. Turn up the volume. I didn't say that. I said they're ordered in 20 other states, lady. Not one camera allowed in Pennsylvania. Something's wrong here. Paranoid administrators.
Maybe it's not paranoid administrators. Maybe it's the government who's not taking action on it.
What are you talking about? The administrators are kicking us out. Not the government. Your people.
The administrators don't have the power to just randomly kick people out of a nursing home.
They sure
if they're
turned
there
off.
On official business.
We put cameras in the rooms and they turned them off. And I'm done. Don't bring a squirt gun to a gun battle. It annoys the hell out of me. I'm not the bad guy here. We're trying to save some lives. I have no interest in this crap. People are dying, and they won't allow cameras in Pennsylvania. They ordered them to turn them off here. They actually confiscated them. So, Sandra, go back to the school and get us some new homework. Don't make me the bad guy, ma'am. I'm not going to stop till these things are legal and ordered. It's ignorant, ma'am. This is what happens. This is what happens. She tells me that I'm the idiot. Okay. Go ahead, Donna.
Hi, Marty. I just want to say that I was a nursing aide in a nursing home for like 20 years, and I saw everything. And I'm telling you, and cameras, granny cameras in the nursing homes would have made me a way better aide. And I saw things that I can't even fathom. I don't even want to think about them anymore.
Thank you. And that woman saying that...
She's nuts. She's nuts.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Okay. All right,
Come on,
Marty.
man.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on, man. I'm trying to save some lives here. I don't know who she's working for, but she's not working for seniors who are dying. My man, how much pushback? You're made the bad guy, are you not, when you try to install these cameras?
Well, so much so that when we were there Sunday, they called in the head of security to watch us.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
Because these people are afraid.
Right.
They're afraid of retaliation. They've been threatened also.
Thank you. And the administrators are behind it, are they not, sir?
Yes, they have to be.
Of course.
Because you can't do anything there without the fear the administration is going to come down on you. So if you do it, you have no fear.
So it's just
there's a little old lady there. She had a camera. She was told, "Get rid of that camera. I'm not going to come in here and I'm not going to take care of you."
Oh,
it's like
oh,
yeah.
Wow. So the employee said they wouldn't help her.
That's exactly right.
Oh wow.
And so I said, "Where's your camera?"
Oh wow.
It's in the closet.
No.
Yeah, why is your camera in the closet? Because she won't take care of me if the camera's there. What do you got to hide?
That's horrible.
They shouldn't. We shouldn't live like that.
Wow.
These people are scared, sir. They're scared.
Wow, my man, that is really unsettling. So they're telling the patients, "I won't help you if the camera's in there. Get the hell out of here with the camera." Wow.
They shouldn't be afraid. They pay a lot of money.
They do,
man. And any nursing home you go to, they pay a lot of money. They should be allowed to have rights.
That's unbelievable. Thanks, my man. Appreciate your courage. We're not finished. We're not even started. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's unbelievable.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
Tune in to KDKA at midnight on Christmas Eve for a special Christmas Mass from Queen of the Rosary Church Saints Joachim and Parish. Christmas has special meetings, and this annual Christmas Mass broadcast is proudly presented by Rome Monument, a company that knows about special meanings. As the Tri-State's largest memorial company founded by Michael Diagardi, Rome Monument is a fourth-generation family-owned business. Their special Christmas gift is providing a Christmas Eve Mass broadcast on KDKA. Merry Christmas from the Diagardi family.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
You shouldn't go anywhere without Sniper. Larry Richard with Andy Amrine from EV True Value Hardware.
Sniper, your hospital-grade disinfectant, kills all those germs, bacteria,
Viruses, mold, everything, Larry. Sniper, your hospital-grade disinfectant. You need it for your home, your office, your car, everywhere. Let's get those germs killed now.
Simply spray and walk away. Available at participating True Value hardware stores or online at disinfectwithsniper.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
25 with overcast skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Demand for assistance in paying utility bills spiked in November. Dollar Energy Fund CEO Chad Quinn says a perfect storm of cold weather and the delayed start of LIHEAP assistance because of the government shutdown made November the biggest month ever for the agency.
We helped 5,598 households in the month of November in the state. That is a little over half of what we help in a normal year.
Quinn told KDKA's Marty Griffin the Dollar Energy Fund spent more than $2 million in November, a month with temperatures below 32 degrees on 13 days. Even colder temperatures and higher utility rates are likely to make December another month of unprecedented need. Mayor-elect Corey O'Connor's staff continues to take shape. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado has the latest.
Sharon Warner, who is a former chief of staff for both Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch when they served as U.S. Attorney General, has been tapped by O'Connor to serve as chief operating officer. Since moving to Pittsburgh, she's held a number of key positions at PNC, including chief operating officer of its corporate responsibility group. On Monday, O'Connor named Molly Anuffer his press secretary and Sophia Shapiro senior special assistant to the chief of staff. City Council Finance Chair Erica Strasburger was asked about those appointments when the city is looking at a potential tax increase.
They've been appointing parks directors and a press officer and, executive assistant. Those are things that are vital to the mayor's office.
She says the current budget calls for right-sizing the mayor's office and moving positions into other departments, and that O'Connor's appointments have been in line with what other incoming administrations have done. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
A man was killed in an overnight shooting in East Hills. Police say this happened a few minutes before 2 a.m. along the 2300 block of East Hills Drive. Public safety says a man found behind a building with a gunshot wound to the head died after being taken to a hospital. For some, the winter blues arrived shortly after setting clocks back 1 hour. News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander has the story.
It's called seasonal affective disorder. It is a type of depression linked to changes in the season, starting with fall into winter, with less sunshine and less time outside. If you're not feeling quite right, Dr. Alice Kaplan with AHN says it could be SAD.
They feel more sluggish, sad, trouble with energy and their appetite, that when it's truly a seasonal depression, it comes on in the fall and winter, and then it gets better in the spring or summer.
The best medicine, get outside, stay active, or maybe try psychotherapy. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
Another Pennsylvania lottery jackpot has hit in Allegheny County. This one is a fast play ticket worth over $135,000 purchased at Giant Eagle on Mountain View Drive in West Mifflin. It was a jungle jackpot $5 game offering a progressive top prize that starts at $50,000. KDKA Sports, the Phillies and Kyle Schwarber have agreed to a 5-year, $150 million contract to keep the DH and clubhouse leader in Philadelphia for the next half-decade. In the NHL, the Pens are hosting the Ducks tonight at 7. College hoops, Penn State at Indiana. Little Rock is visiting West Virginia. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:04. 25 now. Overcast skies in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
I'm with Rocco Florio of AirPro Heating and Cooling, a trusted HVAC company that carries quality Bryant products and serves the entire Pittsburgh area. Rocco, what's up on prices for furnaces and air conditioning equipment?
Larry, it's best for people to purchase now, as equipment prices are going up in the coming months. AirPro takes pride in our prices. We are lower than the competition and provide financing options and long warranties.
Call AirPro Heating and Cooling today at 800-749-0642. Bryant, whatever it takes.
The holiday season is a time for reflection, for thinking about what truly matters, family, community, and the promise of a better future. My man Joe LaQuatra, the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, is the very foundation of that future, building the roads, bridges, and infrastructure that keep our state strong. I salute all the members of the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council and wish you and your families a very safe and happy holiday season. Together, we build a better life. I love these guys, the absolute best.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon, high 34, then cloudy with a low of 30 early tonight. Temperatures rise through the 30s later on with a mix of snow and rain moving in. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
That musty smell in your basement, dark spots on the wall. Don't assume all that's just old house stuff. No, it could be mold, and mold never waits. It spreads, it damages, it threatens your health. Ugh. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh, that's who you need to call. And they don't just paint over the problem. They find the source, they remove the mold, they fix it once and for all. Demand the yellow van, ServiceMaster of Greater Pittsburgh. Call them today, 412-826-1010.
Did you know you can spend your PA taxes to fund a scholarship for a child in need and get a 90% tax credit refund? Through Blocks, that's BLOCS, you can direct your state tax liability, fund a scholarship, direct it to the tuition-based school of your choice, and receive a 90% refund on the donated amount. It's a simple process, and you can fund a scholarship that will change a child's life. Tax credit slots are filling up fast, and you must make your commitment by December 23rd. Head to BLOCS.org now.
Ready to trade the cold for some sunshine and baseball? Join AAA Travel for the ultimate spring training getaway in sunny Florida, March 19th through the 23rd. Round-trip air transportation, airport transfers, and a welcome drink at the beautiful Rumfish Beach Resort on St. Pete Beach. 4 amazing nights in paradise, and catch the Bucks in Toronto from reserved party deck seating at Lecom Park. All of this and more, all for just $1,995 per person, double occupancy. Spaces are limited. 1-800-354-8761 or contact your local AAA office today.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? I'm talking city and money. Did you ever have a spouse or a girlfriend or a kid who wants to buy something extravagant and you're trying to pay your bills? You know what I'm saying? Like you have a wife who says, I think we should go to Europe. And you're thinking that your mortgage payment's going to bounce. Do you? Because we've all had those. When I was young and poor and in the business of television, and I liked really nice suits. And I bought, because I was in Dallas, I was 27, which is very young to be in that size market. And because I'm so strikingly handsome, I had to use very expensive suits. So I bought Armani suits. I had no money. I had just moved there. I think I was making $42,000, which is nothing, as you probably know. And I was broke. And I went and bought a couple Armani suits, and man, I was sharp. The girls, they loved me. However, true story. I got a phone call from American Express, and I forgot to pay the card. And the one, I'll never forget it as long as I live. I was 27, so what? More than 30 years ago. The woman says to me, so, Mr. Griffin, you imagined you paid this card because you got to pay Amex every month. I was living way beyond my means, which is where the city of Pittsburgh is. And I say this because this came across my desk from one of my boys, and I had to call the guru himself Jim E. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good morning. How you doing today?
All right, I got to run this by you. Using my analogy regarding my idiotic purchase of suits. So, you know Public Works very well, right?
Oh, yeah. I ran the counties and was a chief inspector in the city.
Right on. So my man sends me this note this morning, and I know you know this stuff. There is a Public Works fleet manager, PW8, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Makes... Gainey, by the way, hired over 100 laborers in Public Works over his tenure and cut services, as you know, right?
Yes.
Also, the 4th Division, 6 foremen, 4 titled drivers. Does that make sense to you, sir? To have 6 foremen and 4 friggin' drivers, sir.
I've never known any division to have more than a couple, and that's just because of shifts.
So you have more foremen than employees that actually do the work, sir?
Well, yeah, this is an obvious situation where he's just trying to pay people.
He brought in his people, all of his people, over 100 of them.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the majority of them they don't know a shovel from a rake.
And check this out. So this guy, this PW8, Public Works fleet manager, $109,000 a year with a vehicle, sir. $109,000, my man. And
well, first of all,
go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but historically, there's never been a fleet manager in Public Works. That position always resided under who ran the garage, which was under General Services at the time. And actually, I could tell you the guy's name, and even the 2 guys that ran it. That had nothing to do with Public Works.
My man, what fleet is he managing?
He's not managing any fleet. That doesn't even belong there.
Right.
That's a creative job to pay somebody.
Come on.
Oh, you're right. That's just ridiculous.
$109,000 in a take-home car, and he's the fleet manager with no fleet.
You know, it's funny you would say that, because some of the guys that were veterans that were there when I was there, they all retired, and all of them have said to me their parting words were this: they're paying these guys double what we paid. I'm not staying here. And that's why there's not even any experience left in Public Works.
My man,
that's how ridiculous.
$109,000 for a fleet manager with no fleet. That's criminal. Come on.
You won't get an argument on that from me, Marty. You're exactly right. Obviously, this administration did nothing but take care of their boys, and that's it. I mean, I challenge anyone to challenge me on this, because I got 40 years of this, city and county and state.
I know.
So this never existed before. They're just shuffling the deck here.
My man, they need to lay all these people off.
There's no question about it. These positions are not necessary. You don't even have a guy that can turn the fountains on at Highland Park where you got 10,000 people in there. And you're doing this? Look, if he said to me, I hired, 20 experienced snowplow drivers, I'd say, you know what? Now that's something. But when you guys sitting in pickup trucks that are smoking dope and not doing anything, I mean, there's a problem here.
That happens too, by the way. He's right about that.
I don't mean to disparage it, but it is what it is.
Wow.
I mean, it's ridiculous. From what I see, this is absolutely ridiculous. Position, you have the ability to just remove it from the budget with,
My man.
So they don't have that job, particularly a job that's been created. So
my man, did you ever make 100? Right back. This is important.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to the Marty Griffin on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables.
Are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you. Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue,
700.
Folds of Honor has been meeting sacrifice with hope since 2019 in Western Pennsylvania. It's their honor to empower people through education. Percent of Folds of Honor scholarships are rewarded to my
law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information. I live it every day.
CBS Eye on Veterans from connectingvets.com. This holiday season, many veterans will find themselves deployed again. National Guard and Iraq War veteran Chris Purdy understands serving our country, but shares how for many National Guard soldiers involved in this vague mission, it feels radically different.
And I came across an NCO from the West Virginia National Guard, actually. And I was just talking to him, and I said, hey, how are you finding D.C.? And he looks at me, and he's like, well, I just got married. That told me everything I needed to know about his morale, his view of the mission, the view of his family had of where he was at. I can't imagine being sent, to do a mission I don't want to be a part of.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
My boys in public works say there's 100 people that suck. I'm not kidding. I have friends that work their asses off in public works, and they're loyal, hardworking city employees. And my boys in public works are like, screw this. If they raise my taxes, I'm going to blow the lid off the corruption in this crap hole. Jimmy, beyond the $109,000 for a fleet leader with no fleet. So I'm texting with council members who now say, so yesterday, Barb threw out that crap balloon about 30% tax increase. Now They're saying they're going to discuss cutting all departments by 5%. Does that do it, man? Does that do it, Jim?
I don't know if that's going to get you your $30 million, but I think you have to demonstrate to the public that you're willing to do what's necessary before you go into their wallet. And
Right
it
on.
seems to me, of the 9 councilmen, and I'll give her credit, Councilwoman Smith seems to be the only one who has the courage to stand up and say, I'm not doing this.
No, my man Cargill.
And get Anthony, too. I'm sorry. Anthony as well.
Love him.
But I haven't heard from any of the other ones, just the 2 from the South Hills.
So 5%, and I agree with you. It's a good place to start, is it not? Saying, hey, enough of this crap. The buck stops here, and we got to quit spending the buck, right?
That, and they need to freeze their own pays and their own budgets just to demonstrate that they're serious.
Okay, so my boy in Public Works says this. And by the way, Jimmy has an insane background in Public Works. Within the last 18 months, they hired 25 foremen just in Public Works, Jimbo. Come on, man.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
I started out in a day where all the bosses were either ward chairman or committee people.
Oh.
They never even did this. Whenever you had an opening of a foreman, because you would generally have one foreman in every division. If he wasn't available or you wanted to take care of somebody in an emergency, you made them an acting foreman, and that was it. You didn't appoint the actual foreman. They're just throwing money away. It's never been done this way.
So hold on, Jimbo. So Jimbo, it would make me believe that these foreman jobs, 25 and 18 months, which is crazy, they're patronage positions. Fair?
Very fair. In my opinion, I'll lay my reputation on the line that it's all political. Because what the heck are they supervising?
Well, Ed's hooking people up. There's
no question about it. Look, even the county divisions have one foreman per division. I mean, this is ridiculous. He's taking care of people, and there's no question about it. Like I said, historically, Public Works has always been run by the chairs and whatever, and over the years it changed. But nonetheless, they didn't even do this. That's how egregious this whole thing is.
All right, so Rachel Heisler, who is a type A 1%er, big fan, city controller.
I am as well.
So she sends me a text this morning. She's on her way to a funeral for a friend. I do think revenue needs to be part of the solution. However, they should have been doing this gradually, spending money more prudently, and not masking problems. Yes or no?
I don't disagree. Look, there's no question in my mind that the mayor just went nuts here with this. He just took care of everybody and anyone. And I'm sure if you pull back the weeds, you'll see a lot worse.
All right, help me something. You know the intricacies of a city and finances better than most. Teresa Smith texting me that she can't call. They're in the meeting right now. I'm not making any decisions regarding these cuts to all departments until I hear complete conversations. But all departments can't operate with less while others might. Do you agree?
Yes.
Give me an example.
Particularly when you're talking about public works.
That's what public safety, I would think. You can't cut cops. Come on, man.
Hey, Marty, I'm going to really go out there. Years ago, you don't even need a public safety department in this city. And there's millions right there. The old mayors used to say the police chief, the EMS chief, and the fire chief, you report directly to me or the deputy mayor.
Oh.
That whole public
safety. In other words, eliminate that whole management system.
Marty, and I'm going to take you back because the history. In the 1920s, when they had these good government committees, they created a public safety department to take care of all this. Over the years, the various mayors got rid of it. Lawrence, Flaherty, because they wanted them to report directly to them. It was always a top-heavy, take-care-of-you position. They don't need a public safety department. What do you need it for? If you got a good police chief, a good fire chief, and a good EMS chief, and they report directly to the mayor's office and let them run their show, what do you need to spend that $10 million on that department for? It's unneeded. And you can find that all through, just like all these new departments. Look, you go back to basics. You got public works, general services,
Police,
and the other. That's all you need. You know how much you'd save $10 million right there. You don't need it. You just don't. But it's a way to take care of people. Years ago, it was blatant with the ward chairs and that. Now it's hidden. They just call it something else.
Hold on. So one of my boys, an insider. So why does the fire department have more people than spots? They will recruit class in the academy right now and no spots to put them in. Wow. They still have FFs, temporary fill, because they don't have a permanent spot to put them in. What the hell happens there? Wow.
Well, they'll wait. But let me tell you something about the fire department. I remember back when your cousin was a councilman, the fire department, everybody laughed at them because politically, it was the big joke. Whoever the firemen were for would automatically lose.
Oh, I love
them. But they got smart.
I love Joey King.
Guys like
he's my man.
Bernie Burns and Joey King taught the firemen that we got to get political. We got to be unified.
They did.
And they, under Ralph and them, they're smart. They know how to run in politics, and they get what they want because they affect elections like no other union.
I couldn't agree more. Can you hang out? I got to go. I'll call you back, okay?
All right, bro.
Love this stuff.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
This holiday, give the gift of peace of mind with a AAA membership, the ultimate stocking stuffer for the ones you love. Enjoy exclusive savings on shopping, dining, theme parks, and even travel planning. Plus, 24/7 roadside assistance you can always count on. Right now, gift a membership for just $35 and get a free household member. They'll even thank you with a $20 gift card. Visit AAA.com/gift. AAA, we're always with you.
Oakmont has become a food mecca. Get over there right now for stocking stuffers for friends and family. Check it out. The Lot at Edgewater, the Pub at 333, Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and Carnivores. All of them by my man JK, the guru, the restaurant king in Oakmont. Get gift cards. I'm telling you, folks, Oakmont has become a restaurant mecca. The best food in town. Check out Oakmont.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Mostly cloudy and 15 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A cold November increased demand for helping paying utility bills. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
How cold was it last month? Well, the temperature dropped below 32 degrees on 13 days. That, combined with a delay in the start of LIHEAP assistance due to the federal government shutdown, made November the biggest ever for Dollar Energy Fund.
We spent well over $2 million in the month providing assistance, which is double, Marty, what we normally do.
CEO Chad Quinn told KDKA's Marty Griffin the Dollar Energy Fund helped just under 6,000 households in the state, almost half the number the agency assists in a normal year. An even colder December combined with higher utility rates is likely to produce similar numbers. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
Residents opposed to the proposed Majestic Woods development back to South Park Board of Supervisors meeting last night. The board was set to vote on a final approval of the single-home subdivision, but decided to table the vote until January. The developer wants to build on more than 60 acres of land off Sleepy Hollow Road, an area bordering the South Park Game Preserve, occupied by a herd of bison. After 4 years in business, Piatta Italian Street Food closed its South Hills location on Monday. The Pittsburgh Business Times reports Piatta closed its East Liberty location earlier this year and continues to operate stores in Oakland, North Fayette, and the North Hills. Another Pennsylvania lottery jackpot has hit in Allegheny County. This one is the fast play ticket worth over $135,000, purchased at Giant Eagle on Mountain View Drive in West Mifflin. It was a jungle jackpot $5 game offering a progressive top prize that starts at $50,000. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 67 points, the Nasdaq up 52, the S&P 500 is up 13 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander on the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, it's Sam. And I'm Calvin with Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. When we started out, we were building decks out of the back of our pickup trucks, and Grandma's garage was HQ.
We didn't have much, but we had family and a promise to do things the family way.
We saw way too many contractors cutting corners and treating their clients terribly, so we built Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks on honesty, craftsmanship, and always doing right by the client.
We've grown a lot since Grandma's garage, but those values haven't changed. Call the Cousins.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
So I interviewed a mother and daughter. They're both full-time nurses in Pittsburgh. Both got degrees from CCAC. Both of them have no debt. None. My daughter's best friend is going to Pitt as a junior. Her first 2 years at CCAC, no debt. It's amazing. They have 130 programs. ccac.edu. CCAC rocks, believe me. Hey, I'm jazzed about this. Time to stock that freezer with the freshest choice meats in the burg, thanks to Salem's Market and Grill in the Strip. Amazing place. Lamb chops, steaks cut to order, prime rib, ground meat, wings, and so much more. I'm telling you, the meat is as fresh as you can get, and the prices do not blow your budget. Order online. Use their app to arrange pickup or delivery, or visit Salem's at 29th and Penn in the Strip and grab lunch. Open 7 days a week. Free parking right next door.
Guys, can I let you in on a little secret? Women love to receive jewelry for Christmas. Hi, I'm Joe Urbanowitz, the jeweler, and I'm personally inviting you to experience Urbanowitz Jewelers, where we can help you find the perfect gift for that special lady. We offer the area's finest, unique collection of diamond and gemstone jewelry and even custom designs, all at a price you can afford. Designer lines and all the elegant classics. And now, through Christmas Eve, you can save up to 25% on almost everything in stock. We even gift wrap. Urbanowitz Jewelers, Peters Township.
Spent at least an hour yesterday with my friend Julian Grace, an elder law attorney. And we talked about estate planning. My estate with my wife. What happens to us if we pass? And a big issue, as you get toward retirement age, how do you manage your IRA? Who pays the taxes? How do you pay the taxes? I mean, this is stuff you need to know, man. What do you do if somebody gets a settlement in your family and they're on Medicaid? How does that affect that payment? I mean, important stuff, man. Reverse mortgage. If you're a senior and you need money, is that a good thing? Julian Gray is the man. Gray Elder Law, estate planning, financial management as you get older. How do you pay for nursing care without spending all of your money? Great stuff. GrayElderLaw.com. He's helped my family and everyone I know tremendously. GrayElderLaw.com. Amazing.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
High 34 this afternoon with plenty of clouds, then cloudy tonight. Low 30 early, then temperatures rise through the 30s as a mix of snow and rain arrives late at night. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
Happy Hour begins this Wednesday at 7 p.m. You're invited to join me, Gene Rubnicki from Vicini Distributing Company, in the Beer Garden. On tap this week, the Holiday Beer Extravaganza. In the Beer Garden this Wednesday at 7 p.m. on FM 100.1 and AM 1020. KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Okay, here we go. Inching through the week. It's cold. I mean, real cold. Colin Dunlap on this Tuesday, 2 to 6, KDK.
I got to do this cruise thing because I've been on several, and this guy died on a cruise. Our honeymoon was in the Bahamas at a Sandals resort, and they had packages where you could drink all day, and people do that. We had this room kind of on the beach and right beside a really, really big pool. And we're not drinkers, so it didn't matter to me, and I don't care what you do. But there would be people that would get, people do things to an extreme on a cruise. I remember my first impression of a cruise was on Carnival, which I'm not a fan of Carnival cruises, with all due respect to Carnival. It's more of a, take a Walmart crowd and put them on a cruise ship, with all due respect to Walmart and that crowd. And what happens is they have this midnight buffet. Anyone seen it? It's bizarre. People do weird stuff when it's free. And I remember sitting there at midnight, because I don't eat at midnight. Not like I'm special or I don't eat crap, because that's not true. But there would be people in line at 12:30 at night, man, with food as high as a skyscraper. Like the biggest plate of food you ever saw in your life, because it's free. It's that gorge myself mentality when you have no sense. Thus, the all-you-can-drink package. I recall looking out of our window on our honeymoon and saying, honey, look, look, look. And Christine would go over to the window, and there's dudes in the water at 11 a.m. They're pounding them, man. Pounding booze till 6. I mean, all day. Patrick and his wife travel to these exotic places. You have been to these pools, because you hang in the pool. There are folks that, my man, well, just describe it. They are there to drink.
Oh, yeah. There are people that show up, and you're right, 10 a.m.?
Yes.
Sometimes earlier. They'll finish their breakfast, and they'll go right to the bar, and they'll...
And I mean all day.
They'll hit all day long. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Drunk is...
Sun up to sundown.
Yeah, it's weird.
Take a nap and then do it again.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's not for me to judge. I don't understand the I'm going to get wasted and throw up mentality. I can't wrap my arms around it. I just can't. Which leads me to this piece. I want you to listen to this. Listen. It's crazy.
Lines is facing new allegations of negligence. In a new lawsuit, the family of Michael Virgil, who died on board a Royal Caribbean ship last December, alleges the crew served him at least 33 alcoholic beverages while the family was waiting for their room to be ready. Kevin Haynes represents Virgil's family.
It stands to reason that he was demonstrably and obviously intoxicated, and yet Royal Caribbean kept pouring the drinks.
According to the lawsuit, Virgil then tried to find his fiancée and their 7-year-old son while intoxicated, but got lost and became agitated. The family claims crew security tackled him to the ground, stood on his body with full body weight, administered a sedative, and used multiple cans of pepper spray to subdue him. Virgil died hours later. An autopsy determined his death was a homicide, due in part to mechanical asphyxia and alcohol intoxication.
So it never should have gotten to the point where he was so intoxicated that he was wandering around the vessel looking for his family. In fact, his family has consistently said since day one, this is very out of character for him. They refer to him as the gentle giant in his household.
In a statement, Royal Caribbean said, "We were saddened by the passing of one of our guests, worked with authorities on their investigation, and will refrain from commenting any further pending litigation." Maritime attorney Michael Winkleman.
Of course, every single passenger that goes on there also has a duty to drink responsibility, so that cuts both ways. But assuming this gentleman was served 33 drinks in a period of a couple hours, that's in dramatic derivation of well-established protocols across the cruise ship industry.
All right, I've got several questions. I'm not an expert in anything, but we've probably been on, over the years, 10 cruises, Disney, Carnival early on. No disrespect to Carnival, but it's $200 and you get what you get. Carnival, Disney was amazing. Everything they do is perfect. It just is, except you got a lot of screaming kids. But by the way, so did I. Everything they did is perfect. It's crazy how cool they get it. Princess, couple other. Paul Gauguin, probably the most elegant cruise line in the world. That was in the Tahiti. So my point is, I have been on quite a few cruises, and my man Patrick knows a lot about travel. If I recall, Patrick, when you have, depending on the cruise or the trip, so if you have this right to drink all day, which you can, you get a wristband or something, it's not electronic. They're not counting somewhere in some cloud how many drinks Patrick has.
No, the ones I've been on, you get your wristband that just says that you drink all you want of whatever it is. If you're on the alcohol plan, you've already paid for all your unlimited drinks. They're not counting how many you drink. They just keep serving them up all day long.
And I've been on multiple cruises. The Paul Gauguin, which was in Tahiti, was really small, a couple hundred people. So you know everyone. Carnival is, it's Walmart on Black Friday, so you don't know anyone, and it's a cluster blank, with all due respect to them. There's no way, and again, Patrick, I'm trying to make sense of this, and I've been on Royal Caribbean. They do a nice job, not disrespecting them.
Same.
But my man, help me with this. How would they, because there's several thousand people, and the bars get packed, and the pools get packed, and Patrick, on a big ship, at least 20 places you can get booze. I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah, you've got bars on every deck. Multiple bars. Yeah.
And your room.
Yeah.
And the stops.
And servers that come around.
How the hell would they know my man had 31 drinks?
The only way I would think they could figure that out is if they go back through the video. Because there's video of every inch of those ships. So somebody had to have gone through, whether it's his lawyer, his legal team, or whoever, and counted how many times he was served. But that's it. I've never seen them track anyone as far as their alcohol consumption.
We're going to talk about this. We'll be right back.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Have you been told there is nothing that can be done for your neuropathy? Tri-State Neuropathy Centers is pleased to tell you that's not true. As one of the largest and most successful neuropathy treatment practices in the country, Tri-State Neuropathy Centers has grown to 9 regional centers and helped over 14,000 patients, like Debbie from Venus. Debbie's neuropathy was stealing her mobility to the point she started looking for a wheelchair. Then Debbie found Tri-State Neuropathy Centers. Their effective FDA-approved treatment program changed her life. Her neuropathy symptoms are all gone, and she can walk her dogs and exercise again. Listen to more of her story at marydancedin.com. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers help Debbie, along with thousands of others. Let them help you next. Call 724-940-9000. That's 724-940-9000. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. It's a tradition that's over 70 years strong. KDKA and the Free Care Fund of Children Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, UPMC. Help us next Thursday at 2 during the Colin Dunlap Show by ensuring that no child is ever denied medical care because of ability to pay. It's brought to you by Tempstar Heating and Cooling, Papa J's in the Strip, Boulevard Glass and Metal, Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, and by 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Get year-end rebates on quality Graber blinds from Licina Drapery and Blind Factory. Save $75 on 3 solar, roller, cellular, or natural Graber shades. Plus, save an extra $25 on each additional shade. Licina, Pittsburgh's custom window treatment leader, is pleased to offer these Graber shades rebates. Act quickly as this offer is for a limited time. Call Licina at 412-665-4900 for free shop-at-home service. Visit their 2 showrooms in Dormont and Wexford and at LicinaDrapery.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30-plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The first lawsuit has been filed to stop the Netflix Warner Brothers Discovery deal. A consumer is suing in federal court in San Francisco to stop the planned $82 billion takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery by Netflix, citing the Clayton Act. That was signed in 1914. It prohibits mergers that lessen competition. In this case, in the streaming video-on-demand market. It also gives private individuals the right to sue companies. Shares of Netflix a little bit lower right now. Elsewhere on Wall Street, modest gains, very modest for the major averages. That's after October job openings were a little higher than forecast, the highest in 5 months, and ahead of tomorrow's Fed decision on rates. Right now, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P all up just a small fraction. Microsoft is planning its biggest ever investment in Asia, $17.5 billion to build out enhanced cloud computing and AI infrastructure in India. And now on store shelves, zero sugar Oreos. They even come in double stuff variety. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
We were on Celebrity Cruise, and we had to buy drink packages. And every time you had a drink, they knew. However, most of these cruise lines don't. If you buy a package for everything, give you a wristband, drink your ass off. I had to call JP, the best lawyer I know. One of the top attorneys in the world, quite frankly, and one of my boys. JP, you looked cursory look, my man. What's your take?
I don't know the law of California, but the law of Pennsylvania, and it based on the article, I think it's similar in California, is that if an establishment that's licensed to sell alcohol doesn't apply to you at your house, but if you're licensed to sell alcohol and you serve somebody who is visibly intoxicated, you can be held financially responsible for the bad consequences of what happens to that person. Now, normally it's at a third party. So if somebody's in a bar, they get served too much, they go out and they get in their car, they drive down the road, they cross the center lane, they kill people. Who gets sued? The bar gets sued. That's called dram shop in Pennsylvania. It's dram shop laws. And it makes sense. You have to be licensed to sell alcohol. And with that comes a certain responsibility. And, people should be responsible for their own conduct. But when you get intoxicated, you lose your ability. It's hard to get people to do their jobs these days. And they probably had some seasonal employees who were in there acting as bartenders.
Nice.
And, they probably weren't trained well enough. And on a cruise, you're supposed to make your passengers happy. So, the benefit probably goes to keeping the people happy, serving them drinks. So they need to be better educated.
JP, I've been on or a honeymoon where they had all-you-can-drink packages, and I saw people in the pool, 10 a.m., brother, drinking, and still drinking at 6 p.m., sir. And no one says a damn word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And
that has a risk.
Well, it is a risk, but, if you read the article you sent me, I mean, this guy was really out of control.
Oh, yeah.
If we had to guess his blood alcohol level, I think it would probably be 3 or 4 times the legal limit.
That's true.
This is an easy case. The tougher cases are somebody that has several drinks, and people can handle their alcohol differently.
Yep.
Has several drinks, doesn't look to be drunk, and then goes and kills somebody. And the issue then is, were they visibly intoxicated? And a lot of people who drink a lot are not going to be visibly intoxicated, even though they're over the legal limit.
Hey, when is that wild Christmas party you have? When is that?
It's Friday night. Oh, I didn't see your RSVP yet.
Well, I'll send you a text, but the plan is to make this part of us going downtown and having dinner. I was ordered to go to JP's party because my wife says you're so nice.
Well, at least I think the same of her, Marty.
All right, my man. I'll text you later. Thank you.
Right,
That's interesting as hell. That's why I call him, my man. I would have lost that bet. So they're responsible, basically what he's saying. Makes sense, doesn't it, Patrick?
It does.
You're not a big drinker, but have you seen people on trips hammered? Because I have.
Oh, absolutely.
Hammered.
Yep. Absolutely. I've seen people that have to have medical attention because they're so intoxicated on cruise ships.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh. So you like Carnival cruises?
One of them was a Carnival cruise.
I'm just telling. Trevin, have you been on a cruise?
Wrong. Nope. Never. No. So I'm the wrong person to ask. I've never been on a cruise, but going soon, I hope.
So they're responsible. Is basically what John was saying, which makes sense. And you kind of alluded to that.
That does make sense.
And you've seen people that needed doctors. They were so drunk.
Yes, absolutely. No question. Yep.
Wow. All right. Makes sense to me. So the cruise line will learn a very expensive lesson, and as a dead man, quite frankly, which makes it even more tragic. I cannot stand losing control. As a result, if I have 2 beers, that's a huge day. I'm not better than you. I'm not worse than you. It's just not my thing. But as Patrick says, I've seen people wrecked on a cruise, and we avoid them like the plague because it's a horrible, horrible experience with a drunk and a horrible, horrible lifestyle and a horrible, horrible way to spend your vacation, especially when it ends with a death.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 29 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. A man was killed in an overnight shooting in East Hills. Police say it happened a few minutes before 2 a.m. along the 2300 block of East Hills Drive. Public safety says a man found behind a building with a gunshot wound to the head died after being taken to a hospital. Allegheny County Sheriff Kevin Krause is being admitted to a hospital last week. The sheriff's office says Krause was not feeling well and saw a doctor Thursday who had suggested that he go to the hospital for treatment. Krause was admitted in stable condition. No word on the nature of his illness. Demand for assistance paying utility bills spiked in November. Dollar Energy Fund CEO Chad Quinn says a perfect storm of cold weather and the delayed start of LIHEAP assistance because of the government shutdown made November the biggest month ever for the agency.
We helped 5,598 households in the state. That is a little over half of what we help in a normal year.
Quinn says the Dollar Energy Fund spent more than $2 million in November, a month with temperatures below 32 degrees on 13 days. Even colder temperatures and higher utility rates are likely to make December another month of unprecedented need. City Council decides to hold off on approving nearly $7 million for a new storage facility. News Radio KDK's Dave Alvarado has more.
Council has instead voted to recommit to committee a resolution that would enter into an agreement with Caliber Contracting Services for a new Sawmill-run salt storage facility. Outgoing Councilmember Teresa Kale-Smith, whose district it would be in, requested it be recommitted.
I'd actually like an itemized breakdown of all the costs. And what I will say is I did look into the county, built a structure for, I think it was around $1.5 million. This is $6 million for both demo and for the reconstruction. But I'd like to get some breakdown of what exactly the costs are going to.
Councilmember Anthony Coghill also questioned the price tag and if the new facility is really needed. David Colorado, News Radio KDKA.
Residents opposed to the proposed Majestic Woods development packed the South Park Board of Supervisors meeting last night. The board was set to vote on a final approval of the single-home subdivision, but decided to table the vote until January. The developer wants to build on more than 60 acres of land off Sleepy Hollow Road, an area bordering the South Park Game Preserve, occupied by a herd of bison. After 4 years in business, Piata has closed its location in the South Hills. The Pittsburgh Business Times says it closed the location at the Norman Center 2 shopping center yesterday. It also closed an East Liberty location earlier this year. Piata continues to have locations in Oakland, North Fayette, and the North Hills. The NFL had a town hall in Pittsburgh Monday night ahead of its 2026 draft. Business owners and community members were invited to share their thoughts, and representatives from the league shared plans for the 3-day April event. Steve Fargo is the NFL's Director of Event Operations.
We're looking at the footprint actually two sides of the river. So the theater will be in the parking lots adjacent to Acrisure Stadium, and then we will also have some experience elements at Point State Park as well.
NFL Vice President of Events Nikki Ewell says there will be interactive games. They'll be staged on the field at Acrisure Stadium. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 91 points, the Nasdaq up 38, the S&P 500 up 3 points. KDK Sports, Penguins back home for the first of a 5-game homestand. Tonight they will host the Anaheim Ducks. Puck drop at 7. Right now, it's cloudy and 29 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Hello, this is Les Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management, where I work with my daughter Sarah and son Lester. Every year, my 5 grandchildren, ages 6 to 15, come into the office to stuff, seal, and stamp holiday cards for clients. While they're here, I like to give each of them a lesson on how to give a firm handshake and look a person in the eye with a smile. I want our kids to learn how to genuinely talk with people, and you can't connect with someone when your head is buried in a phone. Every year, we host a client appreciation event, and in the weeks before, I work with my grandchildren on how to greet our clients with eye contact, a handshake, and a heartfelt word of gratitude for working with us. I want them to know that the clients who put their trust in us are the reason our family firm is successful. This holiday season, my heart is filled with gratitude for my wife, Barb, our children and grandchildren, and for the families who've trusted mine to be their advisors. It's an honor. Find out more at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon is rather cloudy, high 34, low 30 early tonight with cloudy skies. Temperatures rise with a mix of snow and rain late at night into tomorrow morning. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Already dreaming of your big summer 2026 family trip? The best homes are booking up right now. Oceanfront beach houses in the Outer Banks, sprawling lake houses in Deep Creek, and family fun condos in Myrtle Beach. When you book your dream home directly with SWAC Vacations, you not only get your first choice of dates, you save up to 15% compared to the big travel sites. Lock in your perfect summer getaway. Lock in your savings now. Get the house you want, the price you deserve. SWACK, SWACvacations.com.
Larry Richard for Larimores. It's no secret that I am colorblind, so gift buying is challenging. Not anymore. With Larimores' friendly expert advice, huge selection, and free gift wrap, I'm shopping at Larimores this holiday season. Shop online at larimores.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The Trump thing, and I know you're cool with whatever he does. He could pull his pants down and you say that's the sun and the moon. And that's fine. I'm beyond that. It does bother me that he goes after women constantly, calls them stupid, horrible, nasty, idiots. Called one woman, was it Piggy? Little Piggy? That's ignorant, man. And he gets away with it. It's ignorant. I got to tell you, and I am a pain in the ass, and I have been at news conferences. You can ask anyone. Ask the mayor, ask the governor. I'll give you a name. You can. And I've sat in the mayor's office, not this mayor, but several mayors where they've wanted me fired. It's just the truth. Bill Peduto wanted me fired so many times. And Kevin Acklin, who's one of my close friends now, literally had his fingers in my face saying, you need to fire this MFer right now, screaming it at the top of his lungs to my news director who was sitting beside me. So I get all that. I'm confounded by his lack of deference to really good reporters. Really good reporter with ABC, just abused her, man, demeaned her. I on a personal level, and you know me, I'd go at him. I'd say, stop. You need to apologize. Whether it's the last thing I ever did in my career in that office would be the last thing I ever did in that office. It's just ignorant. And for all the women out there that support Trump, if he talked to your daughter that way, or your granddaughter, called her Miss Piggy or stupid, who's the one? Caitlin Collins. He called her stupid yesterday. An idiot. Screaming at them. You shouldn't be allowed. Now, what does that mean? Put him in timeout? No. Someone call BS on him. Someone, man up. Some man in the room say, stop, idiot. Some woman in the room, stop, idiot. Something. Some level of decorum. Something. I got 2 daughters that are magnificent 4.0 students at Pitt, and I have a wife who's a badass. My wife wouldn't put up with that. She just wouldn't. There's a professional way to call him out on that. Sir, could you explain why you think I'm stupid? Now, here's what would happen. And Patrick knows this, and I've lived it. So what would happen is if you did that, now it doesn't happen all the time, but in this White House, they would probably kick you out of the press room. Probably. But who's the reporter who made himself famous by going after Trump every day?
Jim Acosta.
Yeah. I knew him in Dallas. He was a C reporter on his best day. Became a star by going after Trump every day. They didn't banish him. They did for a while. That's what I would do. Go back at him. Fight fire with fire. And if he doesn't like it, too bad. That aside, for the people who love Trump, how do you react to this bald-faced lie? There is no disputing this is a lie, what you're about to hear. There is no disputing this is a lie. Listen.
You released video of that first boat strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what happened?
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
You said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says...
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
You got to find the clip where he says the other thing first. Where he says, the first thing he says is, I'll release all the video. Is that in that video that you just played? No. Play the front of it again. I wasn't listening close enough.
You released video of that first boat strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what happened?
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
Okay,
you said you would have no problem.
Okay, listen, he said he would release it. Keep playing it.
September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says...
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
He's a liar. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening close enough. They got 8,000 things. Play it one more time. Listen, the first tape is last week. The second tape is this week. Listen.
You released video of that first boat strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what happened?
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
You said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says...
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
That's a lie. He's a liar. Prove me wrong. Huh? Unless he has early stages of something. Huh? He's a liar. What is that? That's a lie. So can you trust a liar? No. No, he's a liar. So then you have to, ABC fake news. What is the real news to this man? Who is real now? He can't stand Fox as much. He goes after them now. Who is it now he likes? Who the hell is it? I spend very little time on Trump, very little time on national politics, but that is annoying. And these reporters, they're big boys and girls. I've been around them. They're so arrogant. They really think they're in some service of the king or queen. Wolf Blitzer is the biggest, most annoying pain in the ass I've ever been around. Annoying. We're on this big panel. It's some major investigative convention in San Antonio, and you would think he was the king. I was like, man, chill out. Not my point. My point is they all have master's degrees. They all went to Harvard. But they don't have the you-know-whats to call out Trump. Sir, you're lying. Sir. Sir, don't call me stupid, sir. I'm not stupid, sir. Sir, why are you calling me Miss Piggy, sir? Would you call your daughter Miss Piggy, sir? Would you call your if someone called Trump's granddaughter, who's trying to make her a star, she's a golfer, Miss Piggy, he would snap. We can't win this war. It's not a war, but it's obnoxious, and we have come to the point where we just accept that he says whatever the hell he wants. I don't. He's a liar. That's a lie. Here's what I get from Trumpers. Oh, it's okay because he's done good things. What is that? Huh? The affordability thing. That was my beef last week. He said it's a hoax. Affordability is a friggin' hoax. Ask Chad Quinn from the Dollar Energy Fund. They had to help 6,000 people get their friggin' gas turned on this month. Ask him about affordability and a hoax. I get so damn tired of politics and politicians. And Trump's just the latest disappointment. In a long line of liars. We have such a dearth of great leaderships because I ain't seeing no Democrats stepping up hitting home runs. Anyone? Come on, man. Anyone. They don't exist. Name one. Name one great Democratic leader. Huh? But when the president lies, no one cares. You folks don't care. He calls a woman Miss Piggy. You don't care. It doesn't bother you. What about his wife? Why wouldn't that bother her? Man, if my wife heard that I was talking to women like that, it would be over, man. It would be over. Over. Stupid, idiot, horrible, nasty. Caitlin Collins, she said, you're a horrible, nasty reporter. No, she's not. I just don't get that you folks don't care. I don't. I can't wrap my arms around it. You're waiting for some miracle to happen. And it's not. And now that you can't pay your gas or electric, what happened to the great orange savior? Huh? What was that? I'm disappointed. And I hope you are too. It's not about Trump. It's about America. And the presidency and respect and dignity. And some honor, man. Right? And taking the high road. Isn't it? Are we cool with that? Are we cool with that? The lies. And the misogynist behavior. I guess we are. I guess Miss Piggy's okay. Suddenly, Marjorie Taylor Greene's the great Trump adversary, which is scaring the hell out of me. Suddenly, she's the commandante of the rebels against Trump, scaring the hell out of me. That woman's flat out crazy. She needs Jesus or a good doctor. But I ain't buying what she's selling.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-990-1551. That's 800-990-1551.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Or is it? For many, the holidays are a time of stress, irritability, anxiousness, and just waiting for them to be over. This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. I have a brand new supplement called Zenziety that you spray into your mouth when those times come. And it really takes the edge off and brings you to a state of calm. Zenziety. You can order online, dbcweightloss.com, or call 1-800-900-THIN.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla. At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Quote today at progressive.com.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So I want to talk about affordability because it kind of hits home with us. So we do this. We're blessed to do this. And it's only because of Robert Levin that this happens. He's one of my close friends. And every year we give furniture to 5 families. And it's because of Levin. We wouldn't be doing any of this if Robert hadn't come and said, I want to help people. And we ask folks to nominate people who have need. And how many years have we been doing this, Patrick?
I think we're 5 in now.
5 in. We've never had this many nominations. It's kind of crazy. And it hasn't really been promoted like what we used to for 100 different reasons, but who cares? And my point is, my man Patrick, is it today that you make the decision or tomorrow?
Yep, I'm meeting this afternoon with the wonderful folks from the Boys and Girls Club.
They're amazing. So what Patrick will do with them is they'll pick 5 families, and then we give them furniture, and we fill their house with furniture. It's very compelling stuff. And most of them are crying because they're getting beds, and kids are sleeping on the floor. Seriously.
Yeah, we've had a lot of that. People who've lost homes in fires, people who've been homeless, people who have recovered from drug addiction, gotten their lives back together, people who are dealing with disabilities,
right?
All sorts.
So,
pretty amazing.
Regarding this affordability issue and Trump saying it's a hoax, without giving out specifics, I wanted Patrick, because he gets in all these. We've been hammered. We've got hundreds of these things. It's crazy. What it does, though, Patrick, is it kind of makes me sad because it makes me realize we can't help everyone, and it also makes me realize a dramatic need. It's insane. If we're getting this many, can you imagine the people that really need? And then tie into what my man Chad Quinn said from Dollar Energy today, that they had to get power turned on to 5,600 people this month. That's insane. Folks, it's never happened before, this kind of need. So this crap, that affordability is a myth, it kind of makes me sick. So I wanted Patrick to grab you a couple compelling stories and read them, because this is where people are at today. Listen.
Yeah, so here's one. We'll leave names out for now.
Of course.
Single mom who works 2 jobs to make ends meet for this child and his sister. This is a nomination from a child nominating another family. The teenager has limited funds and resources, but really wants to do whatever he can to help this family. Here's another that, let's see, families in need. Mom is a single mother, works full-time with 7 children.
No.
2 of who are disabled.
Oh. And they talk about the kind of stuff they don't have, like beds and stuff.
Yeah, there's one here. Mom and dad sleep on couches and a recliner, and the kids are on mattresses. They don't have, they don't actually have beds because they can't afford them, and the mattresses are worn.
My man, we've been in houses, because they're with me and shoot video, that have no furniture. None.
Nope.
And little children are there when we arrive, and you think we're delivering gold.
There was one, it still brings tears to my eyes. This gentleman who was getting his life back together and found out he had, I think, was it 4 kids?
Yep.
And he didn't even know this until, shortly before that, when he took all 4 kids in and basically started a life together with these children. And they had nothing in their house.
Zero. We put furniture in an empty house. Oh, man. So I guess my point is, you don't know the water's cold till you're in the water. Seriously. And you don't know there's need until you see the need, and we see the need. I'm texting right now with a single mom, 3 kids, foster kids, has nothing to pay her bills and nothing to buy these kids anything for Christmas. And we've seen kind of this confluence of things right now in America, where you have crazy wealth. Crazy. There's a piece in the Wall Street Journal today to that point. The most millionaires from 401k increase in valuation in American history. Conversely, Chad Quinn on the show this morning, 10:05. Marty, we had 5,600 calls, 5,598 calls this month for folks who are about to have the utility shut off. They have never had that many calls in a month. The average in a month, 2,000. The average in a year, 12,000. So in 1 month, before it even got cold, before this cold snap, in 1 month, they got buried in calls for folks who are desperate. The food bank, historic all-time high amount of food. Don't give me this crap about people who are cheating and they're lazy and they're bums and they don't want to work. Maybe so. But there isn't an investigation out there that doesn't show any more than 3% fraud in any of the programs you say are full of maggots living off of the government. The letters we got regarding this furniture and the desperate need for a friggin' bed with kids sleeping on the floor drive home my point. We don't have a president that understands that poverty is not a hoax and that people are hurting right now, and we got to help them if we can, and we are. Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at MediConnect tell me between now and March 31st, they are in an open enrollment period for Medicare. You know it's confusing. If you have any questions about your current coverage or your benefits, now's the time to take a look. Could a new 5-star plan work better? Are you overpaying with prescriptions or other copays? 888-818-6334. MediConnect is local. They've got experts. They'll guide you through Medicare. No cost, no obligation. 888-818-6334.
Did you know you can spend your PA taxes to fund a scholarship for a child in need and get a 90% tax credit refund? Through Blocks, that's BLOCS, you can direct your state tax liability, fund a scholarship, direct it to the tuition-based school of your choice, and receive a 90% refund on the donated amount. It's a simple process, and you can fund a scholarship that will change a child's life. Tax credit slots are filling up fast, and you must make your commitment by December 23rd. Head to BLOCS.org now.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ETHOS.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I'm dreaming of sea salt and toffee caramels, chocolate-covered potato chips, pretzels, and peanut butter cups. Now that I have your attention, hi, it's Nan Cohen for Dorothy's Candies. When it comes to the holidays, it has to be Dorothy's. My holiday favorites, cherry cordials, coconut clusters, peppermint bark, and cranberry bark. Dorothy's fan favorite is the deluxe assortment, which has everything from fruits and nuts to creams and meltaways. Visit the store in White Oak. Shop online at dorothy'scandies.com. One bite and you'll know it's Dorothy's Candies. Dorothy'sCandies.com.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 28 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A cold November increased demand for help paying utility bills. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
How cold was it last month? Well, the temperature dropped below 32 degrees on 13 days. That, combined with a delay in the start of LIHEAP assistance due to the federal government shutdown, made November the biggest ever for Dollar Energy Fund.
We spent well over $2 million in the month providing assistance, which is double, Marty, what we normally do.
CEO Chad Quinn told KDKA's Marty Griffin the Dollar Energy Fund helped just under 6,000 households in the state, almost half the number the agency assists in a normal year. An even colder December combined with higher utility rates is likely to produce similar numbers. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
City Council is waiting for more information before approving plans to spend nearly $7 million on a new road salt storage facility. Council has instead voted to send the resolution back to committee, requesting an itemized bill from Caliber Contracting Service for the demolition of the current storage facility and the construction of the new one. Anthony Coghill is among those concerned about cost.
So moving forward, whether we keep what's there, repair it, I think we need to take a better look at it and talk about the price tag and see if it's actually needed.
Councilmember Bob Warwick said Public Works officials told her the large storage facility is needed to make sure the city has enough salt on hand each winter. A Ford City man is accused of stealing more than $13,000 worth of trading cards. 48-year-old Jeffrey Spang is accused of stealing Pokemon and other cards from the Feisty Goblin store in New Kensington. Prosecutors say surveillance video shows Spang dropping the cards in a bag or distracting workers while he stole the items. Westmoreland County District Attorney's Office says a search warrant found more stolen trading cards, which they were believed were taken from stores around the Pittsburgh region. The NFL held a town hall in Pittsburgh Monday ahead of the 2026 draft. Business owners and community members were invited to share their thoughts, and representatives from the league shared plans for the three-day April event. Steve Fargo is the NFL's director of event operations.
We're looking at the footprint, actually, two sides of the river. So the theater will be in the parking lots adjacent to Acrisure Stadium, and then we will also have some experience elements at Point State Park as well.
NFL Vice President of Events Nikki Ewell says interactive games will be staged on the field at Acrisure. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 100 points, and Nasdaq up 60, the S&P 500 up 6 points. KDK Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
That musty smell in your basement, dark spots on the wall. Don't assume all that's just old house stuff. No, it could be mold, and mold never waits. It spreads, it damages, it threatens your health. Ugh. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, that's who you need to call. And they don't just paint over the problem. They find the source, they remove the mold, they fix it once and for all. Demand the yellow van. Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh. Call them today, 412-826-1010.
My daughter, Sophia, turned 21. We went on the page for Oakmont Bakery. Their website's insane. 3,000 different designs. Seriously. bespoke cakes. The best birthday cake she's ever had. Custom design, custom flavors, all of it hand-selected. It's amazing, and it was absolutely delicious. Oakmont Bakery. Delicious. I see this all the time, Harold. Folks get jazzed up about all these credit card opportunities. Ooh, I'm going to buy this with this card. That could be a bad deal, right?
Oh, absolutely. You go to checkout. Hey, you want to open a credit card? And it looks like you're going to save some money now, but trust me, that's going to cost you tons of money later because those are low-limit cards, which actually hurt your credit. So then you go to buy a car a couple months later, and now you're paying thousands of dollars more in interest. So this holiday season, avoid that. Keep your focus on Christ. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin. With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks.
You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience? You want a treatment plan centered on you? Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is spelled different, because they are different. Monroeville Physical has new technology and an expert staff to give you a personalized experience to get you back to loving your life. Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. 412-457-8200. They help me dramatically love physical. Check it out.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon, high 34, then cloudy with a low of 30 early tonight. Temperatures rise through the 30s later on with a mix of snow and rain moving in. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
When you hire our firm, you become part of the family. Nobody messes with family. Get the good guys, good-looking guys.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
These doofuses in Trump's little gaggle of idiots, that the sycophants that follow him around with their head up as you know what. One of the things Marjorie Taylor Greene said that was actually hysterical was that now that she's not a Trumper anymore, she was either on drugs or now she's on drugs. Something happened. She was in a trance or not. She was in a coma or now she's not in a coma because now she hates him and she's ratting him out. It's kind of funny. She said that they all make fun of him behind his back. Duh. Come on, man. Come on. He's nuts. And we've all had bosses who are nuts, who in their presence, you're massaging their back and lighting candles for them. But as soon as they leave the room, you're writing memes. Come on, man. Anyway, idiot number one, the prime idiot is that guy with the holes in his brain, RFK Jr. Something's wrong with him. He said he could do 20 pull-ups. Does I give a crap if that idiot can do pull-ups? What the hell that has to do with me at the airport? I have no idea. So him and idiot number two, Sean Duffy, there he is right now. Patrick has him on the stream doing pull-ups. What a moron. Okay, you can do 20 pull-ups. That'll help. When the babies die from hepatitis B, that'll help. Then Sean Duffy said, I could do pull-ups too. Yeah. And then he did pull-ups at the airports. Why is that? Because they're idiots. They're idiots. Oh. They had a pull-up competition at the airport. Uh-huh. They're going to put mini gyms in the airports. Go away. Shoe fly. I'll work out when the hell I want to work out, jag-off. Airport gyms. Yeah, that's what I want. The sweaty fat guy next to me on a seat now. I just worked out. Okay. Here's what really aggravates me. This Sean Duffy guy. 2 things he said about us, and it's our fault. Airline travel sucks. Listen to clip number 1.
Civility. Some of you might have noticed that we've launched a civility campaign. And I think it's important as we travel that we think about not just ourselves, not just our families, but we think about those who are around us. And we call our better angels. In a busy time, and again, the airports are going to be packed. TSA lines may be a little longer. And as you might not be able to find a seat as you're by your gate because of the number of flights that are going out or coming in. But I think we have to think about how do we do a better job? How do we, maintain maybe some of that frustration we have as we travel this Thanksgiving season? Maybe we should say please and thank you to our pilots and to our flight attendants. I think, again, I call this just maybe dressing with some respect. Whether it's a pair of jeans and a decent shirt, I would encourage people to maybe dress a little better, which encourages us to maybe behave a little better. Let's try not to wear slippers and pajamas as we come to the airport. I think that's positive.
Yeah, the other one. Here's idiot statement number 2.
Pretty wide open on what airports want to ask for a grant, but it might be I want to expand the play areas for kids. I want additional nursing pods for nursing mothers. Maybe I want a workout area where people might get some blood flow and doing some pull-ups or some step-ups in the airport. But it could be any range of things. Maybe you want to work, I know this is TSA, but we're going to help on this as well. Maybe you want to have a different lane for families to get through TSA. How can we make the experience better as you come through an airport? $1 billion is going to go to that.
Jag off. Elitists. I'm working out at the damn airport. I'm not getting on the friggin' plane sweaty. Jerk. Neither are my kids. Neither is my wife. Jerk. Here's what bothers me about this stupid pull-up competition. Come on, man. The crap about dressing, as if when I wear a suit, it's going to be cool. My man, not one word about airline seats for mice. That's the size they are now. A mouse would fit in that seat. They suck. How about the leg room for a chihuahua? Jag off. Wear something nice. I got your nice right here. Jerk. How about hire some air traffic controllers? Huh? How about that? How about they screwed over TSA employees who were ordered to work odd days during the shutdown and screwed out of the $10,000 bonus? How about that, jerk? Oh. To imagine that he won't address the staffing shortages with air traffic controllers, creating dangerous air traffic situations every damn day. How about the longest waits in American travel history because of canceled flights because of these jag-offs. And I'm supposed to dress better. Why constantly, when I see politicians, I said, oh, no. If their lips, my man, goofball number one, RFK Jr. with the fake tan. Did you see the video of him in the Secret Service coming out of the tanning beds? Come on, man. Come on. How about making flights affordable? Huh? How about safer planes that aren't 30 years old? Huh? How about food that doesn't taste like the south end of a northbound skunk? Huh? No, man. No, you need to take your big ass into the gym and work out. And then put on an Armani suit and be kind. Really? Come on, man. That goofball RFK. And then they pat him on the back because he did 20. You were such a stud, RFK Jr. I am so envious of your tan. Jerks. Go ahead, Dan.
Marty, hey, I have to agree with you on everything, but with regards to people going out of the house in their pajamas. I mean, my pajama battery is dead, man.
They dress like they're going to the zoo or they live in the zoo, however, comma. My man, that ain't the reason air travel sucks.
But you know what? It's not just air travel. I don't care where you go.
Oh, yeah, church.
Put some clothes on. Oh. Brush your hair. Brush your teeth. Put a bra on.
Whoa.
You know?
Let's stop at that. Come on, man. Unless it's a man's ear.
My eyes out sometimes, you know? I'm an old man, but gee, Merry Christmas. I mean, I don't want to see that crap.
Oh, how many pull-ups can you do, man?
I don't know. I don't really care.
I don't give a flying rat's ass. Thank you. Great point.
Listen to The Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, folks, 2025 will be history before you know it. But first, my man, Robert Levin and his Levin Furniture and Mattress team are out to make history with Levin's gigantic year-end clearance sale. Save up to 80% off closeouts, floor samples, and clearance items. Or take 3 times the sales tax discount, plus 5 years special financing. No money down on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. It's your final chance for amazing deals during Levin's amazing year-end clearance sale.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Ron Schlava from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. We've been simplifying the home selling process since 2015. If you're thinking of selling, give us a call. We'll help you get the most money in the least amount of time. Call 412-500-9057 or visit homebuyersofpittsburgh.com for a cash offer today.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
We have spent an inordinate amount of time turning on CNN or Fox News or hell, even C-SPAN, worried about all these vaccines, as opposed to talking to someone whose boots are on the ground, people who we should trust.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Voss TV and Appliance has a huge selection of big brand names and prices you'll love. Third-generation family business. Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team provides meaningful service that actually serves. They answer phones, show up on time, and truly care about their customers. It's old-school service that matters, and you won't find it anywhere else. Visit Voss's South Hills showroom today. 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. Love them. The lowest prices guaranteed.
Online shopping can be risky when it comes to your fitness equipment. Can you really judge the quality of exercise equipment by a picture? Larry Richard here for G&G Fitness Equipment. Take advantage of the experts at our local G&G stores. Bring your running shoes to try out the treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, rowers, you name it, and G&G will be there to support you every step of the way. Visit one of G&G Fitness Equipment's 3 locations, or go online at ggfitness.com.
Food Mecca. Get over there right now for stocking stuffers for friends and family. Check it out. The Lot at Edgewater. The Pub at 333. Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and Carnivores. All of them by my man JK, the guru, the restaurant king in Oakmont. Get gift cards. I'm telling you, folks, Oakmont has become a restaurant mecca. The best food in town. Check out Oakmont.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-200-1966. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1966 or biglou.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Pretty wide open on what airports want to ask for a grant, but it might be, I want to expand the play areas for kids. I want additional nursing pods for nursing mothers. Maybe I want a workout area where people might get some blood flow and doing some pull-ups or some step-ups in the airport. But it could be any range of things. Maybe you want to work, I know this is TSA, but we're going to help on this as well. Maybe you want to have a different lane for families to get through TSA. How can we make the experience better as you come through an airport? $1 billion is going to go to that.
Idiots. My man, how about I don't give a damn? How about I work out at home? How about you don't bag half the flights? How about this? This is what it's like to fly these days. And anyone that flies knows this. So my wife will say, why don't we try Spirit Blue or one of these cheap, idiotic airlines that are $10 to fly to Florida? Here's the problem. You literally go to the airport wondering if the flight gets canceled, will I be stuck for 3 days? That's how this works now. You know why? They have 2 planes, Whiff Airlines or Fart in a Bathtub Airlines. $12 to South Carolina. Well, we have 2 planes. And one of them has a flat tire, so can we call you back Thursday? How about fixing that? I don't need a friggin' Peloton bike in the airport. Goof. What irritates the hell out of me is they won't deal with the friggin' massive elephant in the room. That they have nothing to say about fixing this ridiculous air traffic controller system with, by the way, technical equipment from 1950. No lie. Airplanes that are 35 years old. No lie. Incredibly stressed out TSA employees. No lie. Incredibly stressed out pilots, no lie. Incredibly stressed out flight attendants, no lie. No leg room, lousy food, horrible service. And these idiots literally want us to do push-ups or pull-ups. These jagoffs set up news conferences for the whole world to see with them doing pull-ups so we can see RFK Jr., Mr. I was smarter on heroin. I bet you were. He said that, by the way. What do you do with the bear? He cut a bear's head off and tied it to the roof of his car. Aw, that's my kind of leader. And then they love each other so much. He did 20 pull-ups, and all the idiots applauding him. I don't care if he does 4,000. Not one person said anything about the horrible baggage systems at these airports. No one. One word about JFK sucks. Airport. It's awful. People hate going to New York. No, we're going to put daycares in the airport. Oh, okay. Hey, kids, get your workout gear on. We're going to the airport. Because they can't fix the problem, they decide we're the problem. I really don't care what you wear on a plane. I think it's funny when the girl with the midriff and the tattoos comes on the plane with a bag full of McDonald's. I think it's humorous. I could care less if your gut's hanging out, lady. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is there aren't enough seats, and there's no room in the seats, and the food sucks, and the flights are expensive, and they're always late. And it's unbearable. They've taken something that when my parents were growing up was romantic and kind of exciting, and they've turned it into something that sucks. Honestly, no one likes to fly. I even had the chance, to be honest, to fly private a lot when I worked for .coms in Dallas. A lot. That was cool. That was elite. That's $8,000 an hour. You're with big shots in $40 million planes and you feel special. The only time I ever enjoyed flying in my life was that. Duh. But that's gone. I laughed about it. And I laugh about these idiots suggesting that if we do pull-ups at an airport and wear nice clothes, we'll be better off. No. You got the problem with old-ass airports and old-ass planes and tired traffic controllers, air traffic controllers, pushed to snapping. Instead, you tell us to work out and do pull-ups. Go away. Shoe fly. You're making us laugh at you.
The KDKA Mobile News Fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Tune in to KDKA at midnight on Christmas Eve for a special Christmas Mass from Queen of the Rosary Church Saints Joachim and Parish. Christmas has special meetings, and this annual Christmas Mass broadcast is proudly presented by Rome Monument, a company that knows about special meanings. As the Tri-State's largest memorial company founded by Michael Diagardi, Rome Monument is a fourth-generation family-owned business. Their special Christmas gift is providing a Christmas Eve Mass broadcast on KDKA. Merry Christmas from the Diagardi family.
Shopping for replacement windows? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest lasting windows you can buy.
And we have a great selection of colors and finishes. Experience Metropolitan Window Company. Stop by our showrooms, visit